Long ago, a boy was given a mission by a young princess who wanted to save her people, but unfortunately played into the hands of the man she sought to stop. As a result, the boy is now in stasis, waiting for his body to be ready for his grand mission, and the princess remains in hiding, waiting for her hero to return. But sinister forces have returned from an age long forgotten, and now a new group must rise to the occasion so that the hero is not nipped in the bud. It's a race against the clock, and our heroes, Rurin, Dorn, Tila, their wolf Blue, and an unnamed Deku scrub, find themselves buying time. So, speaking of which, let's get into our session recap. We are in session 5 now. It's technically 6 because we did a session 0, but this one is labeled 5. Last session, the party left Outset Town and was immediately harassed by an unsettling mailman, in which they received a letter with a royal seal on it and were asked to make haste towards Kakariko Village. Wow. All right. Kakariko Village. Despite some protests, they agreed. And 7 days of travel later, they found themselves upon what first seemed to be a ghost town. And after a slight kerfuffle of not insignificant proportion, Impa called them into the main hall, where the sender of the letter was revealed to be Princess Zelda. She asked them to become her elite task force, and they pledged themselves to the cause. Also, Tila traded the goddess harp for an enchanted hurdy-gurdy. And after finding the song of the Minish Minuet and staying the night, they witnessed the sages file in for their assignments by the princess before finally departing to go to the I misspelled that. Groa Shrine. I spelled it Gora somehow.
Oh, okay.
Spelled it. Anyway, finally on the road one day they encountered a bokoblin pulled by 3 wolfos. Wow, I did so many fucking spelling errors on this the text document. And they made short work of him once again on their journey to the west. Stole that line. Anyway, it's actually south, but you guys had just defeated that very strange bokoblin and his wolfos, and night is kind of falling at this point. You're getting ready to make camp on the first day of travel towards Lurlin down in the south.
Also, I'm ouch.
Yeah, some of you have been hit because we ended literally right after the combat last time. And so as you kind of settle down into your, sleeping sacks for the night, somebody's keeping watch. Can I get a perception check from someone?
Sure. We're still rolling d20s for those, right?
D20 plus whatever your perception modifier is.
You got it. Perception. It's a 3.
I am happily in my pot.
I got nat 20, so.
God damn! All
Nice.
right.
Hell
So,
yeah.
Rurin, you hear rattling, and not just like any rattling. Very disturbing rattling. Not like a rattlesnake. Not like somebody's cart is going by. This sounds hollow.
Oh, don't tell me it's a
Hard.
Stalfos.
And in the distance, you can see a horde
Oh fuck.
of Stalfos.
Oh.
Easily 25, 30 of them wandering aimlessly kind of in your direction. They haven't noticed you yet, but they're coming your way. And everyone's heard the stories. Never travel at night in Hyrule Field. for if you do, you'll encounter the undead of the Civil War. So, at this point, what would you guys like to do?
Did we rest up enough to, like, regain any hit points or whatever?
Not yet.
Oh, man.
Oh, fuck. We need to figure out where we're going because no. I don't think we could handle that many Stalfos at once.
No, I'm at 8 hit points.
Would I be able to, with having seen the sheer number of Stalfos, would I still be able to go through and, like, use one of my spells on Tila?
Yeah, you guys, like, they're like a good 50 feet. No, sorry. Like
Okay.
200 feet out. They're not close, but they're close. There's enough of them, and they're close enough that you could see them coming. And, like, they can't quite see you yet. So you have some time to, like, act, prepare, maybe choose a different course of action.
Okay.
Running. I vote run and hide.
Fast question for spells. For practice efficiency, because you helped me with getting this all set up. So the choking death. The magic cost by 25% being reduced. Would that mean it's only 3 magic to use Saria's life water then?
No, it was originally 5, and 25% of 5 is 1.5, so...
Okay,
1.25,
I just wanted to make sure before I went through and tried to deduct anything else before that. So thank you again. I'm going to use Saria's life water on Tila, which target regains health equal to willpower. So that would be 7 hit points back.
Yeah.
Nice, very nice.
I do not have 185 MP. Jesus Christ, keyboard.
Alrighty. Any other actions people would like to take?
Gonna draw weapons.
Someone juice
Go.
the fucking
Shield. Sword.
Yeah,
Alright.
picking up that
Stay
sword.
between the very squishy people and the giant monsters.
So, if you guys don't have an actual, like, plan, I'm going to kind of get into the mechanics of this, because this one's a bit complicated. This doesn't have to be a combat encounter. It could be a skill check instead. Or it can be a combat encounter, but then we'll be here for a while.
We'll be just dead.
Every single Stalfos has no armor and 1 hit point. So you're guaranteed hit, and you will kill them, but there's just a lot.
Yeah.
It would just take a while.
Conversely,
How
if you
many's
guys
a lot,
wanted to do a
Bob?
skill challenge, the skill challenge would essentially be trying to sneak away from them into a safer part of Hyrule Field. It would essentially be like a stealth skill challenge.
Well, we should probably try to sneak away, because then if we're caught, then we have to do the same thing as if we fought.
I'm not conscious enough because I had already started, like, my whatever equivalent to sleeping the
You're a
scrubs
little
have.
Queen.
Dormancy
Yeah.
period.
Literally. And then I'm just being essentially ripped out of the ground. So, like, I'm just kind of stumbling around and willing to do anything, but going to need a little bit direction while I am still very sleepy.
I do kind of like to imagine that, like, you're in the dirt, and then, like, Dorn picks you up by your leaves, and then you just turn into a screaming mandrake.
I literally have Read Dead Street. If you need to point me at a direction and tell me to scream, do it.
It would completely. If you did,
I would
I'm
be a
not gonna lie though.
screaming
If you
mandrake.
screamed, you would absolutely fuck the what should we call it? The stealth section. So I wouldn't recommend it, but it would be.
No. For sure.
So you guys are gonna attempt to stealth away.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So this is a
The line is
total
close.
of a 4 succeed skill challenge. Who wants to give me the first check? Actually, do you guys need me to re-explain how skill challenges work?
It was pick a skill, and we can't use the same skill like twice in a row, if I remember right.
It's just you can't use the same skill twice in the same like skill check. So if you choose perception, then no one else can use perception.
I've already got a couple different skills I could use, but ow.
Are you okay?
I've been still recovering from being pretty sick.
I got it. So, I mean, since we see these coming, I've got a good agility. What we can do is, use my agility to gather up the camp as quickly as possible and, set it and start the sneaking path in a random direction.
Sure. Yeah. All right. So that's an agility check. Go ahead. Give me that roll.
All right. Let me just. Okay. So, do you want me to do a physical roll or with the dice, or on roll 20?
You can use your at-home dice.
Yeah. I like using my at-home dice.
We play by the honor system here.
Also, it's just fun. Okay.
Cock of dice.
Yes. So that's 14 plus my agility, which is 5. That is a 19.
Great. Yeah. So that's a success. You guys, like, Rurin sees these, guys in the distance, kind of just like big bug-eyed, like turns back to the group and just like, guys, and like points silently at the horde. Everyone nods and cleans up their stuff real quick, and you guys start heading on. You find your way back to the road south, which like you weren't that far. You're like 50 feet away from the road, and you guys kind of start sneaking your way, moving as quietly as possible, trying to watch the ground to make sure you don't step on any, auspicious twigs. That's fantastic. Good check.
I could do a stamina check to see if we can kind of keep momentum going.
Okay. I'm gonna warn you that's gonna be like a high threshold to clear, but you're definitely allowed to try.
Okay. 18 plus 4 would be 22.
Yeah, that'll do it. So you guys are kind of like crouch walking, like if you've ever played a PlayStation game where the characters like use cover and they're somehow able to walk with their back at a right angle at all times. You are somehow doing this without getting tired, and you're getting further and further away from the horde. You've increased from 200 feet away to like 300 feet away, and they still haven't noticed you. That's pretty good.
Nice. Oh, goodness.
Let us see.
I can do something vaguely magic or nature adjacent to help keep essentially the cover of night working with us, but I don't know if we want to do that now or if we want to like wait and like have that be last in case we need to cover tracks. I don't know.
Well,
despite being a plant that is rejuvenated in the sun, I am actually fairly adept at anything darkness related. So
what do you mean by like use magic to help you?
Mostly at the moment, it's just like I guess it'd be probably more nature adjacent. Just be like essentially, literally covering our tracks or just having one bush suddenly be slightly bigger than it would normally be otherwise, or it's very difficult when your thing that you are attempting to avoid is in fact just skeletons with eyeballs.
I like the vision.
Yeah, I kind of want to see
guess-
what Dorn wants to do, to see if this is more of like a, oh, we need to cover our tracks kind of idea, or I don't, essentially coming up the rear and trying to help us keep stealth using nature, or
okay. I'll say,
know.
like, if you're trying to just, like, be sneaky by using your environment, that would be nature. If you want to use magic, you could cast a spell like Dark Brambles, but then you'd have to do a perform for it to look natural enough that the Stalfos don't be like, that was weird.
That's a wall. What is this random wall of plant matter doing just in the middle of nowhere?
Like how do you make the performance being, how do I make this look natural per se? And like your magic is very adept for that, since you kind of pick up the local flora of the area and it gets infused into your magic, but it's still, that would be a much harder roll than just like a nature check.
No, for sure. Yeah, I'll stick with nature. I don't know, Dorn, do you have anything that you specifically want to do? Because then I can always cover our asses if the dice decide to, if RNGesus curses us this day.
Yes, these ones are always a little tricky for me, as they are not my
Speciality.
wheelhouse, perhaps. Doran's wheelhouse is frontal charge. Just run at the enemy until they die. Then you don't need to sneak around.
That's fair enough.
What do you mean I have to run away?
Yes, but the tiny one is very injured.
Yes.
So the best two ideas that I have are command to give everybody once again some fighting spirit to keep moving, or to with athletics to, like, I don't know, perhaps maybe help some people get over some like rocks or things, to find some cover behind some inside of a tree or something. These are my two best ideas with what I got in my toolkit.
Honestly, though, like, depending on the particular terrain, having you make sure to help everybody as stealthily as possible get up an embankment or something, especially for the shorter-legged one, specifically Tila, because I may be short, but I literally can just kind of eldritch stretch my way up. Right? The dog might also be the biggest
short.
Does the fish know how to climb a tree? I don't know.
They'll burn the tree down.
Not good for the stealth mission. Giant fiery beacon in the night. But it is your decision.
Gondor calls for aid.
So I like both ideas. If you were to do a command, I imagine it'd be kind of like a hand sign thing, like you kind of like being, like when in movies and they'll like do hand signs at each other so that they know where like they can communicate without actually speaking. But if you wanted to, what was the other one you wanted to do? You said
athletics.
I mean, it's a pretty flat area, so there's not a lot of hurdles that you guys would have to overcome, but you could try it.
So it sounds like command is probably the more likely option in this case, then.
Yeah. Just somebody starts lagging behind, a very quick, like, whispered we have to keep moving, or the hand sign kind of
Just
idea.
pick up.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Hand
Dorn is
sign
strong
being-
enough to pick up all of you, including the wolf. So
I-
if you
Yeah,
start
that's
lagging
true.
behind, just boop.
I am imagining.
I very much have like curled, wilted leaves on my head, as I'm just attempting to just essentially just kind of use nature and swoosh behind us. You just pick me up by the collar of my new little sweater and just drag me along.
Sounded like a bamboo wind chime.
Oh my god, yes.
Alrighty, so give me a roll, whichever one you're going with, and we'll see how it goes.
Alright. That would be a 17 for command.
For command, yeah. So that succeeds. That's wow, 3 out of 4 successes. Well done, guys. So you kind of like see that Ruin can't see so well right now. Like you guys aren't holding torches or anything. You're kind of navigating in not complete pitch darkness because the stars are out. The moon is like it's like a what's a
Blood moon.
blood moon? No,
Oh, another blood moon.
what is it when a
Oh my
moon
God.
is like not full but not half but not crescent? It's
A gibbon.
Thank you, gibbon moon. It's a gibbon moon right now, so you have a decent amount of light, but like not a ton. And you guys are in like there's a couple trees, so like they're kind of blocking out some of the light, and so like Ruin's kind of like losing the path, and so you kind of just like turn around, hand signals, and then Ruin salutes as if like something literally overtook them in that moment, and then they get back on the path. They're good, and you guys are now about 350 feet away. One more check and you're gonna be scot-free of these guys.
Awesome. Let's hope that the plant creature whose spells all literally are darkness related doesn't somehow fuck this up. All right, nature. 17.
Yeah, that'll do it. So you kind of like notice that you're coming down on a weird dip of the hill here. There's some shrubbery, and you're like, if we could just get behind that shrubbery, we're scot-free. And so you kind of like elbow Dorn's shin, because that's where your arm reaches, and and Dorn just kind of like looks down. Then you point at the spot, and Dorn nods, and you guys make your way over there, and then you're free. Yeah, you guys did it. Congratulations, well done. Not a single
Woo!
failed check on that, which is good.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. It was a 1 failure to combat skill challenge.
Oh my god.
So you guys
100 skeletons.
you guys
I don't
literally
think it was
had
actually
to like
100,
100% perfect that, which I did not expect you to do, but you managed it, which I'm very impressed. Yeah, so you guys
Dice will forsake us another time.
so after you guys kind of
Oh yeah, no, we're gonna fail the rest of the time. Absolutely.
Yeah, no, I have a good feeling we just used all our luck.
Oh yeah.
So you guys, you know what's funny? I was kind of putting this in as like they could try using the new song I just gave them, because that would give them an advantage on all their checks. And then I think you guys forgot that I gave you that song.
The Minish Cap one?
Yeah, the one that makes you small.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that we would have to go so much farther though. Oh my god, could you imagine
Yeah, well,
being
we'd have
tiny
to
and
play
attempting
this
to
song
like,
first, which would, alert everybody in the area.
yeah.
That is true.
I literally saw it and then was listening to Minish Cap music before when I was making my sandwich, so I was like, yes.
All right, but yeah, you guys make it to that clearing just beyond where they can see, and Dorn lights up a torch to guide you the way. You guys walk for about another hour until you reach a spot that feels a lot safer. Once you see that Blue has stopped growling, you can kind of tell, okay, we're safe. And you settle down, bunked for the night, and you can now take a long rest and reset all your stats.
Woo.
Yay. Okay, if my mouse will cooperate.
Hell yeah.
Of course, I'm over here like, oh no, I I used a little bit of magic last time around, and everybody else kind of just went in and smacked the shit out of everything. And now I'm it's like, oh, okay, cool.
So you
I
guys
get
are
back from 25 to 26 hit points.
nice. Is there any
Woo.
sort of RP you guys are looking to do while you're settling down for the night, or are we just skipping ahead to the next morning?
I'm assuming I would just kind of collapse in the dirt and then like burrow until it was just my little tiny leaves left up.
Dorn is just staring in the direction of all of the skeletons, pissed as hell, but she does not say anything.
Jordan's over here ready to fight. Jordan's ready to throw down. That's what I'm hearing.
Tila, who's
Absolutely.
exhausted and injured, will just like stumble over onto Blue and fall asleep on top of him.
Aw.
Of course.
Yeah, all right. Fair enough. So you guys kind of all just collapse after this, Avatar The Last Airbender chase in the middle of the night sequence. And,
I've been that tired.
I like to imagine
not
that
fun.
in universe, the little flute that plays when the sun rises and Ocarina of Time exists. So you guys wake up to the sound of the flute, but that's a little too much. The sun rises.
That sounds
Crest-
suspiciously like a flute.
Cresting
That always
over the
does.
edge of Hyrule Field. It is now the second day of travel.
Awesome. Okay. I don't know. Anything specific, everybody, or?
Well, we're heading to the town, right?
Lurlin.
Yeah, we're
Yes.
heading to Lurlin. So, I guess Tila's going to just wake everyone up and be like, up, come on, let's go. Jumping on Blue's back, trying to get everyone to to hurry.
I'm going to go find another spot once I am awake enough, which I'm assuming, depending on the weather, would be fairly quickly, and just... Oh no, I haven't used the grave dirt yet. Never mind, I'm keeping my grave dirt.
Eve turn.
My little potted plant that is essentially just my flavored sleeping bag. Yeah, I was gonna renew my dirt source so it felt vaguely like, what you would do after absorbing all the nutrients in a potted plant. But then I realized that, no, I just absorbed whatever we were in and around, and I was like, no, I want to keep my nice special grave dirt with all the good nutrients of a very decomposed corpse in it for another time.
Yeah.
My little pot just has like essentially like a Ziploc container bag, like pop top.
The
So
dichotomy
the dirt's all in there
of,
nicely, like,
the
not falling out everywhere.
this is a very silly group. This is a very silly campaign and premise because of how much fun we get to have. But sometimes I get stark reminders of how much of an eldritch horror this is for every single one of you. Because you're a plant, a living plant that has the ability to shed its coconut skin to screech unearthly screeches and control dark power. The fish, the antithesis of heat, casts fireball, which is funny, but also that's scary that they're confident enough to do that. And then there is a woodland spirit child who's never supposed to change, growing.
And me.
and Dorn,
you
the
are literally
normal
the
human
human
person.
amongst the Muppets. The straight man in the chaos.
Yep, that's it.
Hell yes.
I know,
It's
I feel like
fantastic,
Dorn
and
gets
Dorn is
to-
perfect.
No, Dorn has the emotional and darkness of the PTSD from being a soldier.
Oh yeah, no. Dorn is Shadowfell, we are the Feywild, and then there's just the fish person who is technically like the material plane. But also, Dorn is the material plane.
Material girl. Anyway.
I love it. It's fantastic.
So you guys get started on the road as the birds are singing, and you can hear the faintest whiff of a orchestrated, adventurous tune that floats across Hyrule Field. I love
No, that would
the
be
music of nature.
that would be Tila on her hurdy-gurdy.
Oh,
I really
Yes.
want to hear Ocarina of Time's Hyrule Field theme on a hurdy-gurdy now. That sounds fucking awesome. Oh, man. Anyway.
I'm sure it's done somewhere, but we'll have to
Agreed.
find it later.
Yeah. That's the start of the next stream. Anyway.
Hell yes.
So, you guys are making your way down the road. Can I get a perception check for somebody?
I'm down to do it again if we need.
I have slightly better perception because I make sure I grow to remain an inch taller, coconut-wise, than the Kokiri. I haven't decided yet if that's like an actual like intimidation tactic that the plant assumes needs to be done or what, but I don't have
So,
great
wait.
perception still.
So you're just determined to always stay an inch taller than me?
Or at least half an inch, yes.
You
I
feel
have to
better
make
about
sure that
yourself.
I am not the shortest. In the most petty way possible.
Well, now this is gonna
I'm
keep
excited that I
happening
have to
too.
teach
That's
you
the
the
great,
ways.
genuinely the greatest part about this is it's gonna keep happening. So
Oh yeah.
just every session, it's gonna be like anything
A
you
year
could do,
from now-
I could do better.
I literally look like Eggman with like,
Eggman,
my
no!
my coconut body and head all up top and then just legs. But like stick legs.
Oh my god.
I'm now imagining our Deku scrub just around the campfire one night talking to Dorn, normal silly self, and then just, I miss my wife, Tails. I miss her a lot. I'll be back.
Oh my god. If I get to be anywhere near as funny as Alfred, the voice of Eggman in that, I will have succeeded at life. That's it. God, that's
Amazing.
awesome.
Sorry, I'm just responding to something really quick, and then I will continue the narration.
No, you're good.
So I guess that so if you're an inch or a half inch to an inch taller than me, I'm currently 4'2".
I am now 4'2.5". Very specifically. It is just tall enough that my coconut head is just above your hairline. So that way, like, my fronds are taller. But if we ever have to go back to back, I will always be that.
Do I need to
tiny bit
redraw
taller.
the Deku scrub taller now?
I mean,
Apparently.
All you need to do
You
is
can't.
apparently just scale it in Photoshop and just stretch it.
make sure it's a stretch, so it's not exactly like proportionally correct, and it looks just slightly wrong.
Oh god, that sounds hilarious. You know what? You're gonna end up having the Waluigi proportions by the end of this.
Oh my god! I mean, I'm not complaining.
All right.
Well,
Anyway,
fantastic.
so you guys are making your way down the road. Did anybody give me that perception check?
Sorry, yes, I commandeered the thing.
I have a perception of 3. So
I just did a
Ditto.
small
It's
tweak
not. It's
to
not a
my,
crazy check. Like this isn't a world-ending check. I just need a number.
I got 13.
All right, fantastic. So you managed to spot way off in the distance somebody on the side of the road near one of the crossroads, and they have a cart.
Kill them.
Bruh.
No.
Oh no! I just,
Tila,
processed what you said.
who's on Blue's back is just like, I see somebody. just points, just at the top of her lungs, being like, "Someone's over there!"
They hear you, and immediately turn around, scared for their life. They are like, they're like trying to fix this thing faster.
Oh no, that kind of cart. Gotcha. I don't know, guys. Do we want to go see if they need help? Is this in the direction that we're going?
Vaguely.
Doran's going to start walking in that direction.
Okay, I'm gonna just follow Doran then.
Same.
Right, so as you approach
right,
this
Blue.
guy, he drops his tools. He's like, please don't hurt me. I have no money. I've already paid my taxes this year. Please.
Doran's just gonna start
Oh.
picking up the hammer or whatever he dropped and start trying to fix the wheel.
gonna
go
No
into
words. No introduction. Just immediately get to work. Fantastic. Give me a mechanics check.
I also genuinely have good mechanics, so I want to at least give you like the help action or something to like
Sure,
help
yeah, you
with
can
that.
get the help action they have if you now have advantage on
Alright.
that check, Doran.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oof.
And while I'm kind of doing
Thank
this, I'm gonna
God
at least
for that.
good. I'm
Uh,
glad.
That is a non-natural 20.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
all right. So, I mean, it was just a simple, like, the axle that the wheel was on, one of the nails broke off, so the wheel came just slipping off, and you managed to, like, realign the wheel, nail it back into the axle, clamp the bracket. Nice, simple fix. Not a lot of work. And this guy, who literally fell to his knees begging for his life, is like, oh, thank you. I'm Reno. Hi. What is
Hi.
happening here?
I'm Deku. These are my compatriots. Sorry for just kind of randomly storming in and finishing your mechanics job. I know sometimes, getting to fix your own vehicle is a point of pride for some. We're not here to take anything. We just happen to be going in the vaguely same direction, so we're also incredibly bored. So, thank you for
okay.
giving us something to do.
Where are you heading?
It was Lurelin Village, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pretty-
Well, calling it
Yeah,
a
that's-
village nowadays is kind of a crazy idea, but yeah, all right. I'm heading that way.
Like, as in the it got destroyed kind of way, or as in the it became a hub for the.
This is
For
the
Ganon's army,
jewel
kind
of
of
the
way.
South you're talking about. A city cross-engineered by the old kingdom of Hyrule and the Zora to be a technological wonder of hydrology, and you called it a village.
Oh. Okay, cool. That's better than it having been burnt down.
But you guys aren't gonna, like, start any trouble, right? Because they don't
God,
mess
no.
around
I don't
around
think
there.
so.
Because the entire city is under Lord Ganon's occupation currently.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
well,
sounds good.
that's no problem. We got disguises.
They're a plant.
Well, let's-
They can be disguised
A
as
very
a
sneaky
plant.
plant.
Yes, I am. Thank you for noticing. I was afraid the coconut sheen was wearing off. Can't be mistaken for. Well, I was gonna say for Gora, but that's just rude to Goran. Gorons.
Gorons.
Morons?
Gorons. Why the fuck was that hard to say? Jesus Christ.
We're all roughing it this
What are
morning.
words today?
All right.
Right?
Well, if you guys are heading that way, I can. Since you helped me with my cart, I guess I can let you hitchhike if you need.
Oh,
We can travel with you, and then Blue just like sticks his big nose in the guy's face and goes,
Down, dog, wolf. Why do you just have a wild wolf?
Why don't you?
But Tila!
God, I forgot how much I love Tila. I'm not gonna cover what the kid said. Yeah, apparently, why don't you? It's the kid's companion, so the Kokiri's companion. It's whatever. I'm
It's
not ready
another
to word
day's
today.
cart ride to get to the city, and I have business to do. Let's just go, and then I can never see you people again.
Please not question it. I've learned from experience.
He hops up on the front seat of the carriage, grabbing the reins of his horse. Pile in. Let's get going.
Okay, I will sit in the back, but towards the front, and just attempt to.
Yeah, so there's not
Make
a
polite
lot of seating in
conversation.
the back of this cart because it's got supplies in it, but like there's enough to squeeze you guys in.
And I also don't mind sitting up front, but I figured Dorn might want the legroom.
I just have this image of like Tila like hopping off of Blue, and then this big wolf like trying to climb in. You know, his one leg keeps going up and keeps falling back down.
Oh, hell
yeah. That's cute.
And I don't want to like overwhelm the dude, but also like I am in fact like a shopkeeper, like a tradesman. So just be like, are you taking stuff in to like sell? What do you got? Maybe do a little bartering, just kind of polite conversation as we make our way.
Yeah, so he'll like you'll all get and pile into the car. He'll start making his way down the road. He, making good time. This is gonna cut your journey clean in half. And you guys get talking about business, and it's revealed that all the barrels in the back of his car are bomb powder.
Oh,
He-
no! I'm gonna look back at
Oh.
Rurin and be like, please don't sneeze. So,
Tila hears that and immediately tries to open a barrel.
don't you touch this person's product.
Dartsky just smacked
These,
your hand
these
down,
things
pal.
are sealed pretty tight. If you wanna legitimately try to open the barrel, I'm gonna need a mechanics check.
All right.
You're gonna get like 4 hands shoving your hand down too. So like, have fun
Yeah, I think this is a
maneuvering.
universal stop.
Is this mechanics with disadvantage then?
I'm tempted.
I'll take it. I'll take the disadvantage.
Yeah, roll mechanics at disadvantage.
Can
DC
I
17.
contest this?
You are contesting it. That's how
something.
they got the disadvantage.
Ruin over here, hands clasped like tight on her lap, like, yeah, nope, I'm not risking a single flicker of magic.
I am going to do the tiniest little wraith whip, so it's just but I'm gonna just tap your hands as you're doing this, which is the disadvantage. But I'm gonna like, you know how you smack a person's hand to keep them away from the,
yeah, I know what you
hostility or
mean.
something?
Yep.
I rolled a 4. I'm just like reaching for it. People are like taking
so
my hand away. I try to climb up and go, yeah.
No,
I'm gonna make sure that the
You-
driver's attention is away from the back of the cart too, because like just flick you and then just like, yeah, wow, bomb, yeah.
So
You're selling it to Ganon's
from this
army,
guy's
'cause,
perspective, you guys are talking about bombs, and then suddenly he just hears slap, 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 slap. Ow!
Dorn has Tila in air jail.
That's amazing.
she's like, I want to sing.
This session is giving so many good art ideas. I'm sorry. Tila being in air jail is fucking hilarious.
We literally get to like just essentially have a slightly explosive card trip, which is just like if you decide to go on a cross-country trip in America and you eat something you regret. I've been on those.
Not wrong.
They aren't fun.
Oh boy.
I'm very
Yeah.
lucky I wasn't allergic to poison ivy, and I will leave it at that.
So
Oh.
you guys are continuing to make your way down this road. He tells you that he has a shop in Lurlin. He's bringing in materials because he handcrafts bombs that he sells, and you know, when he arrives, he's going straight back to his shop to rest and recoup before he makes more bombs tomorrow.
Hell yeah!
And you know,
I mean, bombs are essentially just a very like typical tool. I would assume more people than just Link use them. I could be wrong, but since some versions have bombs just be produced by plants, I'm assuming that that's just like at least like you would have all types of people coming in to pick up some bombs of various sorts and strengths.
Especially since the Goron would be able to, I guess technically the Gorons could probably find a way to harvest the Dodongo stomachs since those are bomb-proof. If I remember Minecraft time lore properly, it's been a hot minute.
what a mythical pull in terms of lore, yeah. So, as the sun starts to set on the day of much faster travel, right on the horizon, you can see a big gate in the side of a mountain face. It's a giant stone gate. Imagine a very like hexagonal features to the way that it was carved into the mountain, and at the top you can see engraved in gold lettering Lurlin. You guys have arrived at the entrance, or at least you're pretty close, and you could also see at that gate there are people, not like a lot, there's like one or two, and there's a little shack next to it, a little guardhouse, and there are humans who are standing guard at this gate. So
do we want to hop off and like save this poor bomb maker's like evening so he doesn't have to deal with our chaos, and then we can kind of collect ourselves before we go into this gate? Or do we want to just ride with this?
That's a very good idea. In character, Tila's just like leaning on the edge, jumping up and down, being like, look! So she's not paying attention to shit.
Fair enough. So, Echo will turn to Dorn and be like, okay, so do we want to... Like, just clearly, they will probably see us getting out of this man's vehicle, but, like, let him go in and do anything and everything he has to do without the chaos of us trying to deal with Tila. And then we can all walk up together and we can say that, you know, Rurin is from another part and just kind of collected us as it is. And obviously we would need disguise, you specifically would need to disguise Dorn. But then say, hey, we're coming in on business. I don't know. I guess I would turn to the bomb maker and be like, hey, so I know that it's Ganon controlled. Is it like full lockdown? Like, or would other people be coming in for business with, say, Dezora, you know, possible royalty or anything like that? Or would that even cause more attention?
Oh, no, this is the main trading hub of the South. This is where everything, you know, below Lon Lon Ranch really happens. So
Fair
obviously
enough.
people are still in and out of the city, but they do, you know, checks. You guys have travel passes, right?
Did we get a travel pass?
No, you did not.
Oh, shit.
I don't think we have those guys.
Okay, he will definitely be, you know,
you
as we're
hear
kind
him
of approaching.
pull the reins. The cart stops on the crest of the hill looking down upon the gate, and he says, you guys don't have travel passes?
In my defense,
We've been out.
I'm a Deku scrub. People just usually let me in places.
Okay. I'm going to give you something, and you're gonna get out of my cart.
No, that's valid. I was literally just going to ask if you were going to be more comfortable with us exiting your cart before we got there. So that answers my question perfectly.
So he hands something to who was sitting in the front seat?
It would either be me or Dorn. But Dorn had to go back to keep the...
Since you guys
Fake
probably
creature
struck
from-
up the most conversation, he's gonna hand you a bag. Pretty hefty bag, decently heavy. It's got 5 bombs in it currently.
Oh, you
guys
are
have
awesome.
You guys have now obtained a bomb bag, which is a mechanic I will explain later. But for now, he hands you that, a token of my gratitude for helping me with my cart. Please get out. I do not want to be arrested at the gate.
More than understandable.
Incredibly valid. Thank you. This is awesome. I'm going to put it in with my other, make sure it's very incredibly tightly sealed. And honestly, I'm going to shove it into my coconut head.
I'm going to tell you right
Hitting
now.
bombs.
I want you to know that I will absolutely allow you to substitute your Deku shot for bomb shot as a mechanic.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
that's fucking cool as
That
hell.
is so
That
fun.
wasn't the plan.
Genuinely, I didn't even think about it until you said put it into your head, and now I'm just like, that is so fun.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, that's cool as hell. I was just thinking more or less essentially like I'm putting this in my equivalent of like an ender chest, something that the inquisitive minds cannot reach. And that would just be my own
There's
skull.
Aquila.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, the Deku
But-
Scrub is just your bag of holding.
I will say,
Yeah,
putting
exactly.
the bombs into your head does not necessarily detract from the fact that you guys still have a shared bomb bag that you can all pull from in specific situations when you deem it necessary. This is just
Oh my
a fun
god, I've become
flavor
Rico.
texting thing with slight mechanic implications because of how fun the idea is. So,
No, hell yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, cool. Okay, yeah,
anyway, so
will
you
look
guys all
into this.
hop out of this cart. You wave goodbye to the dude, and he makes his way down the hill. And you notice that when he gets to the gate, one of the guards at the gate walks up to him. They exchange papers. It looks like the guard stamps something, and then he enters the city. And you guys are still left there on that hilltop. So, what is the
All
plan,
right.
Dan?
A question:
So,
how many bombs in
obviously-
that bag again?
It was 5. The bag can hold 30, but he only had 5 on hand.
Cool.
We'll want to stock up once we can finally get into Lurlin, just to be safe. But first things first, where the fuck do we go to get a travel pass?
So here's,
Side of the town.
and Deku's gonna kind of rub their little hands together and look at very specifically Rurin, because clearly Dorn's just not going to be able to do a whole lot at the moment because they have to get their disguise on and therefore would not be like able to use their influence essentially. Okay. Rurin. What do you have from your particular city that could possibly, do you have anything like birth certificates or something that we could use to say we're on business? Because if not, you're my entourage, and I am here on business, and I will ask
I'm sorry.
where to go to get.
I'm trying not to just burst into laughter at the idea of a Zora with a birth certificate for some reason.
Right?
That's
Like,
so
who-
funny.
like-
Hatch date.
That's beautiful.
I don't.
It can't be
think I-
paper because the paper would dissolve in Zora's domain. So
Yeah.
you have to carry around a stone tablet birth certificate at all times, which is infinitely
God.
funnier.
True. Absolutely. Or like a stamp of some sort that would have to be, I mean, it would still be stone, but like I'm thinking like really old ancient
like a little
seals.
pendant or something. A pendant with
Yeah.
like the jade on it or something like that. I don't think I've got anything like that.
I was gonna say, I don't know status-wise what you were in your town, village, city, etc.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. We
Back-
didn't actually really make up much of a backstory for Sunny, so
Yeah,
Fair.
say whatever you
I
want.
was-
Honestly, now's the time. Throw me a curveball. Let's
shit,
Because I know that you happened to see the sage when we were in with Zelda, and there was the most politest of, like, hellos, etc. But I also know that there was something like, oh yeah, I've seen you before. So I didn't know if you, like, happened to be in royal court, or if you just happened to be a popular enough face in your village.
with the healing, with the fact that, like, I prefer to do the heals if needed, I feel like I could honestly have been like a medic or healer for the domain.
Yeah. I mean, you could have literally been, it could have been more science-based or an acolyte of a deity. I don't know exactly how
All right. Well, I'll
any
say
of the Zora work.
if you want to make your, I love how we're doing this in session 5. If you want to make your background that you were like a Zora doctor, more or less, you could say that you have like a badge or something to say you passed the what's the test the doctor said, the board, you have a little, like, some insignia, something that says that you passed the Zora board.
I was gonna say, all I could think of is the bar, and that's clearly not at all.
That's legal.
Yeah,
Yeah, of course, like
exactly.
lawyers, and that's definitely not rerun.
The only lawyering
So
we do
maybe-
around here is rules lawyering.
Maybe like a like some kind of pendant or something for ease of carry.
Sure, yeah.
Makes sense to me, like a jewelry, an earring.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Because I mean, like, hell, Twilight Princess, the ear, like, there was that coral earring that was so important for the royal family.
Sure.
So-
Yeah, you could have like a pendant made out of coral that maybe has like the Linearu symbol on it.
So I'll go and
I mean, it makes sense if you have, like, a water-based society to keep a lot of your stuff on you. Because the tide rolls through,
Yep.
the waters rise.
I'll hold out the pendant. I've got this.
Okay. Medic.
Most humans wouldn't deny a doctor.
Yeah.
Right.
Question
Especially-
is it humans you have to worry about?
Yeah.
Well,
That's a good
monsters
question.
get boo-boos too.
Monsters get boo-boos too.
The idea
That's
of
really
a
sweet
bokoblin
and very
walking
fun.
up to somebody with like a paper cut and just going, "Wee!" and they're like,
That's
"All right,
so in
come
character.
into my
you know.
office." He gets
Oh,
a Band-Aid and a lollipop.
What if we
Very
pretend
in character.
There's just this one Lizalfos that's covered in stickers and fake band-aids.
Oh my
Smile.
Yep.
lord.
Yep. It's canon now.
It's canon
What?
now.
what if we go in and we have a bokoblin guard with us? Do you think they'd let us in if we were escorted by a bokoblin?
I'm so curious as to what this plan is.
How in the world would we get a bokoblin guard though? Like, they're the most.
Deku's just
Easy.
gonna give the most incredulous look at the at Tila. Kokiri is just a fun word to say. At Tila and be like, do you have a bokoblin just like stashed in your backpack?
Yeah, me. It's me. I'll be the bokoblin. She's like pointing. at
What? Okay,
Bear in
what
mind,
are you gonna do?
I stole the bokoblin design from Skyward Sword. They're taller than Link in that game, so probably on average about 6'2". Oh, you're quite short for a bokoblin.
A little short for a
I-
stormtrooper.
Yeah,
Hi.
yes.
Guys.
Oh man,
I genuinely want to see your bokoblin disguise.
I'm.
But
all right,
yes,
how does that?
spells. You're trying to do something. We're
I'm
memeing
actually
and you're
so
trying to
curious.
do something.
How does that spell work? I never read the description.
It says, it binds to magic. You alter the details about your appearance as you see fit, up to including your race, gender, and worn armor. Your weapons' appearances are not altered. This spell does not alter the smell, sound, or tactile feeling of a person or weapons, and cannot change your visible size category. So
Okay. You're a really short bokoblin.
Well, technically,
They're
a
just-
4
they're
foot
just a
2,
young
that puts me
bokoblin,
in
that's all.
medium size.
They're just a
Yeah.
young bokoblin.
Um,
They graduated with honors. They got to
Yeah, I
graduate
guess
early from bokoblin school.
I graduated with honors.
Hell yes.
Yeah,
Hell
I
yes.
guess technically,
That's why they're with a healer.
if we're going off of size category, you are the same size as a bokoblin because they're not they're not a large creature. They are a medium.
This might be a little bit shorter.
Yeah, but I mean, your physical appearance would technically be just a little shorter. I'm in love with this idea.
Hell yes.
I want to do. I want to do the.
teenage
You're a little
bokoblin.
short for a stormtrooper bit so bad.
I just turned into a short bokoblin. So
Great,
it
cool.
was disguise cast,
What's
and I go
happening to
me
So-
in my short little bokoblin.
Great. So you
Blue's
three
just
who
there.
had never ever seen them do this before suddenly see the tiny blue-haired child-looking Kokiri turn into a horrific pig monster. And you're like, what the fuck? But
You know, I
was just
shouldn't
gonna draw a
judge.
sword.
I'm gonna like put my hand on Dorn's, I don't know, something and be like, you know, this is
we can make this work.
we can make this work. I literally all of my spells are mostly like absorbed from other creatures we've killed. So like to an extent. I'm totally down to try this out. I'm a traveling merchant. You just got done with medical school. We don't have papers, but we have a bokoblin.
I'm your travel pass. See?
Beautiful. That was.
Doran is just going to sheath the sword. Very big.
I'm gonna turn to
sigh.
Doran and just loudly whisper, like stage whisper, full hand above my little, I don't know, mouth section, and then just be like,
God.
worst comes to worst, they kick us out or they put us in jail. We
Worst
will.
to worst, they kill us. And
Well,
Doran is
we'll
going to
break
put
out
on her
before
cloak
the
and start
killing.
covering up all of her royal symbols.
I was gonna say, genuinely, out of all of us, the actual person we need to be most concerned about is the person with the royal insignia on.
Well, I'm
The rest of us are
pretty
here for business and are just happen to be
Oh,
walking in the same
My
direction.
word. Okay. Yeah, so
I don't know. We'll figure it
Tila
out.
looks like a small bokoblin. Maroon has, made their little doctor's insignia a little more visible. Deku looks like a merchant already. That's not something they have to do work to do.
I just
and-
like thumbs up or like peace sign. Be like, I'm fine.
I'm trying not to meme so I can focus on the narration, but you said thumbs up and my brain went to that one Mario emote from Smash Ultimate where he like turns his back and does the thumbs up. Anyway, and Dorb dons their, cloak covering all the insignia, and this very eclectic group of people make their way towards the town gate. The guards at the front, they don't even bat an eye. They see weird shit all the time. But
Yeah.
you walk up to them and one of them steps in front and he's like, travel papers.
So we were not made aware at any point in our journeys about travel papers. We did find a bokoblin.
Tila, who's on.
How do we get travel
writing.
papers?
Tila, who's riding blue, starts making a bunch of squealing pig noises, like.
So this guard will look at the bokoblin with first surprise and then disgust, but then just sigh and be like, "You guys are envoy from Lord Ganon."
We are an envoy.
I'm going to like look at the person and be like, yes?
He looks so done with his job, so he's like, just get papers next time. I'm so sick of you people trying to bend the rules.
How do we get papers? So we are aware. How do we do this?
Were you born under a rock?
I look at him with my coconut head and just kind of shake it around and let the bombs inside of it rattle. Or anything that happens to be inside of my head, and just let it rattle and be like, yes.
You're barking up the wrong tree, buddy. Anyway. Alright. So the guard just like, you have to return to your hometown, in which case your hometown town hall will provide you with travel papers barring any record of crime in the past 5 years. I'm not going to lie, I don't know what that means for the woodland folk, since you're not necessarily... I don't know where you people live.
I was gonna say, anybody who would be considered a form of town hall and or legal, like, royalty-esque, etc., is dead, so...
And, the domain's kind of covered in ice, so...
Oh, fuck. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Am I supposed to get papers?
Yeah. We'll talk about it with
You're
someone
the most surprising here out of everyone, because this is where most Zora came after the domain froze over to get their papers. So the fact that you're just now arriving 6.5 years later is a little odd, I won't lie. He's starting to get very suspicious of you guys. I'm going to need a performance check.
He's an ocean Zora that came up, like, from the ocean and happened to just kind of be, like, traveling. The ocean did not freeze over.
If this is if you're actually saying this to this guy, I need a performance check. And
that's totally fair, because I know that for a fact we've literally talked about you being in the door. Performance would be...
I've got one my performance.
She has medical papers are like approval from the domain.
Like, I'm trying to help people.
Trying to get in. It's just like,
it is
I've
a
never
21
been there with my government passport.
21. All right. So this guy, really not willing to argue this any longer, points at Ruin. Get your papers ASAP. Head straight to town hall. Do not press go. Do not collect $200.
I love that.
Right.
Monopoly's just canon now in the setting.
He points at Echo. Take that thing to the main, encampment in town for Ganon's forces, because clearly they'll want that back. And
yeah, it was like a wandering teenager. I figured it was probably heading in the same direction, and/or may need returned.
Dorn finally and says, "Where the hell are you from?"
Elsewhere.
Tila's at that question, Tila's going to start squealing again and acting like really angry and impatient, being like,
just go to your hometown once you're done with your business in the city and get your fucking papers done. I hate this job so much. And he returns to his post, opening the way to you guys.
Yep, that sounds good. We're just gonna go. Just gonna leave the poor service worker alone. Just keep going in. Thank you very much. If I had something to give, I would. I do not. I'm sorry. I don't think I have anything to tip you with. So,
Do you not have any rupees?
I probably have some, but like I couldn't tell you off the top of my head, and I don't think I want to go like shoving my hand into my own coconut head to figure out where I had my rupees.
Great. So you guys walk through the gate into a lit tunnel. The tunnel goes on for quite a while. It's not small because it's carved straight through the mountain. However, finally you see on the other side a light. And as you crest past the archway into the city, you find possibly one of the prettiest things you've ever seen. A gorgeous set of spires that oversee a cliff face that lead out to the port that's port town that leads into Lake Hylia. The Zora's Domain River flows through the city. It's made of ornate marble with gold trim, hexagonal features everywhere. You could see people and Zora walking around. They look esteemed. This very much looks like a metropolitan area. And it's huge. It's like this is a real city. So
Hell yeah.
you got welcome to Lurlin, everyone. You will notice that immediately the biggest building is kind of also has its entrance like carved into the mountain face and has like a dome feature at the top, and that's the town hall. You can notice as well that when you're walking up to or when you're walking out of that gate that there are Lizalfos everywhere. Like they heavily armed, metal plate, sharp swords, and they're all over the city. Not most of them are pretty docile, you know, they're chilling, but they're there and they're everywhere. So, what would you guys like to do?
So,
Definitely gonna go to town hall.
Question for Tila.
Yeah.
Do you dispel this before you come through the gate?
Do I dispel
The disguise.
I mean, I can technically keep this up for as long as I want until I'm unconscious. But there's no reason to keep it up once we actually get through. So I'm gonna say once we're out of the guard's like line of sight, I will unbind the magic and let the spell go away, fade.
All right. So, when you guys enter the city, you are yourselves. And you, Rogan, you said you wanted to go straight to town hall?
May as well go ahead and get my travel pass just to be safe.
agreed. That's
Alright.
exactly what I'm thinking.
Is anybody going with them? Like, are we doing this all as a group, or is this where we split up?
I think I should also go and try to get a travel pass.
Okay.
Dorn, do you want to attempt to, do you want to get papers? Or at least see if you can? I don't know where you sit in comfort level dealing with a city controlled by Ganon.
I think I should stay away from any government agencies at this moment.
Yeah,
And
I was wondering.
I can't exactly go home since I'm from the castle town.
Yeah. Do you want to say you're from, I don't remember what the little tiny village that we saved the first time around was called?
Outside town.
Offset.
Offset. Okay.
It's outside town, but offset is very funny.
Whoops. I told
It's just
you I have
offset to a little
dyslexia
bit
for
to
the
the side,
ears.
you know?
Yeah. Do you want to just say you're from there, and then we can get you papers anyway that you can hold on to, at least for emergency's sake? Do you want to just not, and just, that's kind of up to you. we're all heading that way. So what you do, like, we're in the town, so probably won't be stopped and asked. But I bob my coconut head back and forth, just kind of being like, I don't know exactly,
I need to take a fasting dunk. I'll be right back.
Okay. So that's up to you, Dorn. Whatever choice you make,
What if you just say that, like, you moved here? And you need new
I mean,
papers.
it's been years since this edict has probably been into effect.
Yeah.
Why they would probably
seems-
just send me back to onset if... Now you got me saying offset too. To onset.
It is Outset Island.
Outset! Jesus.
We're so closing it so far.
It's every location I make in game is a town that exists within a Zelda game, so it's
I
even
know,
funnier
it's
that you
like
get it wrong.
Tila looks at Blue and then looks back to Dora and goes, "What if we say Blue ate him?"
That
I
might
mean,
work.
my dog ate my homework does tend to, like, have some form of actual benefit
My
in
dog
many
ate
cases.
my passport is the craziest excuse you could come up with, for sure. Anyway, so
Especially because Blue is so well behaved.
I'm going to presume then that you guys are going to the town hall.
Yeah, we can be discussing this on our way.
Okay.
But just like, I mean, Outset didn't even, as far as I'm aware, Outset didn't mention travel papers. So like, we could just legitimately be like, no, nobody in Outset knows anything about travel papers. So that's up to you, Dorn. If you want to attempt, we can, you can. If not, we all got you covered, and we can say the dog, or I could just literally start rattling around in my coconut and say you held it in there for safety's sake, and then like it got lost in my bag of bombs.
Let's not say that you're bringing a whole bunch of bombs into the government building.
No, that'll be like last case resort. Like,
Let's just say the dog ate it and move on from there. It's probably best
Okay.
to have them.
All right, so
Cool.
you guys make your way towards town hall. It's a decent walk. Takes you about. By the time you get there, the sun is like already down. So.
damn.
I mean, you did arrive at around like 4 p.m.
Okay.
So it wasn't.
Depending on when the sun
it wasn't
sets,
early
it's
in
not
the
very-
day. You guys have already gone through a whole cart ride and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you get there, the sun's down, you begin to question whether they'll even be available or not. And you walk in, and this, it looks like a town hall. There's a receptionist desk, and then there's like a lounge area. And what you noticed immediately is that the person sitting at the reception desk is not Hylian, is not Zora, not even a woodland sprite. They are a Gerudo.
Oh.
So you guys walk in, you see her. I'm assuming one or two of you is a little taken aback by this, but she goes, "What do you want?"
Oh my god, a Gerudo with the smoker voice is very funny and amazing.
Tila's head
In all
just
of
like
the ways.
goes back and back and back, and she goes, "Pretty."
I mean, I
Sorry about
absolutely
that.
agree.
Bear in mind,
This is so.
if you play
Jesus
Breath
Christ.
of the Wild, you know the old lady who has like the racing.
Yes.
Imagine her.
Oh my god. Okay, cool. Yes, I love her very much. Genuinely wonderful. So, pardon the dogs making themselves incredibly well known. I will be very surprised if it's not picked up on Discord.
We can hear it,
Oh, no,
and
we
it
can hear
is
it.
adorable.
Okay, good.
Woos.
I figured.
Oh.
I don't have good soundproofing in my room.
Very
Oh,
good.
that's actually Blue. Blue is saying hello.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Blue is very affectionate, is what I'm hearing.
And now Blue
Yes.
will be a Saint Bernard or a Hound Dog in my brain. Possibly both.
Yeah, so you guys walk in, what do you want? She's like taking a whiff of like,
Oh.
you know those like really old fancy like pipes?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like the long ones?
Oh, yes. I know exactly what you're talking about. Mhm. God, that dog's brain.
It really threw you off your
out of
rhythm, huh?
character.
Yeah, what's up?
Out of character, I was wondering, it would be around the time where the Gerudo were still mostly desert thieves, and Ganon is their king, right?
Yep. I've
Okay,
kind of
cool.
rewritten them because I don't like the Orientalism of them all being thieves. So they are.
Oh, yeah. No.
They are just they are the occupying force of Hyrule currently because they quote unquote won the war when Ganon ascended. So this is more or less an ambassador for Ganon.
Okay, that makes sense. I was gonna say, at this point, they are the occupational force who happens to both be under the dictatorship and therefore just less victimized victims.
Listen, if I could rewrite Ganon to be a white man, I would. Unfortunately, I think that retcon would go a little too far. So,
yeah, I was gonna say no. As much as I want to hate on my white ancestors, they are not the first to be horrific dictators that colonize the world. They will not be the last. That is a cycle.
Anyway, so now you guys have been taking forever to respond to this. Like, if you're not gonna ask for anything, please leave. I'm busy, and she's not working.
Hell yes. Oh my god, I
goes,
love her so much.
We're here for papers.
What the Kokiri said. Where we got a couple woodland folk who literally did not know papers were a thing until we got here. We have a Zoro who is out doing like medical school stuff when her city froze over.
All Zora get an exception because we can't send an envoy to the capital of Zora's domain. I will get your papers processed as soon as you give me some form of identification. As for your two woodland sprites, you can still go back to Kokiri Village to get your papers certified. Stop trying to bend the rules.
Ma'am. And I just stretch my legs so I'm up above the table. Very hilariously, like, child.
Blue's being very vocal.
Oh my god. So,
I'm sorry, the dog is frying me.
Kokiri Village is ran by a bunch of forever 10-year-olds. There's not papers.
We have an envoy in your village. And she takes a big whiff of smoke.
Ma'am, the entire forest is dead and decaying. Like, we haven't gone back because there's no reason to. Again, we didn't know. Is there a way we can get papers here? Because I'm not traveling on foot. However many miles it would take to get back there.
You're a
just to look at my sick dead dad.
Kokiri Forest, by the way.
What is it?
It's 2 days on foot,
Oh.
so it's not that far. But she'll just sigh,
like the
close
100
her
miles
eyes.
that it takes.
She'll sigh, she'll close her eyes, and she'll like take out a stack of papers and slam them on the table, and she'll pull out this like really ornate box, flip it open, pick up a stamp, go to her ink pile, pump, go back to the paper, dun dun. put out 2 papers. I'm giving you a temporary pass. You have 25 days to go back to Kokiri Village and get real paper certified. If you don't have papers by then, you'll be denied into any major metropolitan area by the new section guidelines put forth by Ganon's advisors as of circa 2 AH. Next.
Tila slams slaps the desk. You know, she's standing on her tiptoes to slap, and she's like, "No, who's the envoy? Envoy? I demand this. That's not a thing."
I'm busy. You've got your temporary papers. Leave me alone.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ruin's gonna go.
We appreciate it.
Yeah, so
I'm going to take both of our papers.
So she'll
and shove them
take
in my
your
mouth.
pendant, Ruin. She'll look at an engraving, pull out a little like monocle zoom in thing for like authenticity. Yeah, this is the real deal. All right. What school did you practice at?
Fuck.
What's the Zora village or the Zora capital's name?
Zora domain.
Oh, just the Zora
That's
domain.
Yeah, it's just the Zora domain.
I
Dominion
don't know.
College.
Dominion College. Dominion University, just to be a little more fancy. DU. Dominion University? Didn't that freeze over with the rest of the domain? How long have you been certified?
Good bit, but I've been trying to help people where I can. So
I need a year, darling. You've been certified since you've been certified long before Ganon took over, so you can just come up with that a year longer than 7 years.
10 years ago.
Alright. She pulls out a thicker stack of papers and just starts writing stuff down with the quill. And it takes her a good, 15-20 minutes to fill out all the stuff. Then she pulls out the stamp again, ink, stamps it twice, hands it to you. You are now certified as a citizen of Lurelin City. You can travel to any major metropolitan area under the guidelines put forth by Lord Ganon as of circa 2 AH. If you do not get it recertified after 5 years, you will have to take an entrance exam upon entering any major metropolitan area. Please do not break any laws. I am way too tired for this shit. Next.
Yeah, that's
I'll
valid.
take the papers and just kind of be like, an entrance exam? What?
I'm gonna look at
school. What?
I'm gonna just tap Ruin and be like, hey, do you want me to put your papers in with
Please.
mine and
I
Tila's?
do not want to risk these getting wet or damaged because, again, fish. So if you wouldn't mind, please and thank you.
I don't mind at all, and I just stick it in my coconut skull that may or may not be a pocket to a dimension that just kind of floats through space. No one will ever know.
So,
I can enter the Toon Force, is essentially.
of course, you have hammer space.
Our coconut of holding.
Holding.
Oh my god.
That's peak. That's peak. All right, so Doran in particular, she kind of glances up at you. You're tall for a Hylian. Anyway, papers.
Dog ate him.
There's a reason why we shove everything in the coconut.
She leans over the desk to see the giant wolf.
Look,
And then leans back in her chair, takes a whiff of her cigarette. God damn it. What town are you from? Or sorry, goddesses, damn it. Outset town. Alright, so she pulls out a record book. All right. Says here that they were all recently branded traitors and that travelers are now restricted from that town. When was the last time you were there?
God, it was.
I don't know.
How long have we
A
been
year
traveling
ago?
together? A year?
This is a recent development, so if it's more than a week, then I'm willing to abide by a special exception if you take an entrance exam right now.
Really, right? These
Of
entrance
course.
exams, man.
Lauren has the most like strange smile in the existence of the world. Certainly.
Go take a seat at the desk in the corner where there's the special blinders so people can't cheat, even though no one else
Oh my
is
god, I feel
taking
like
the
I'm back at
test
the
right
DMV.
now.
Incredible.
King of the fucking world, but he can't pay me enough to get a drink after this.
Oh god,
The
that's
three of yous get the fuck out of here. It'll take them over an hour and a half to complete the exam.
I just look at Dorn
Just
and I'm
looking
like,
over her shoulder at everyone else, being just like,
Help me.
Mercy. Yeah, Mercy was killing me.
Mercy, kill me now.
Rue just puts a hand on Doran's shoulder, just like, you got this. I'm leaving you.
I'm not gonna
Kick
lie.
its ass.
The chain smoking DMV worker has been my favorite bit of this entire campaign.
Fair enough. It's a fantastic NPC, and I love her so much.
This session has so much potential for art. This one alone
yeah.
right now has so much potential for art because Dorn putting Tila in air jail is still frying me.
I'm sitting here going, oh, the desire to buy the chain smoking DMV person a drink.
Honestly, though, foul.
Do you I'm gonna tell you right now, do you want to try bribing her?
Fuck yes. So if I
So if you're gonna bribe her, this is a performance check.
okay, that's fine. I'm not great, but I recently got slightly. Oh no, performance is pretty decent for me. Yeah, no, I will absolutely attempt this. 18.
Yeah, that's enough. She hates her job, so you say to her like, maybe I could persuade you with a drink of some kind. And she
Since none of us want to be here for that long.
She raises her eyebrow incredulously, taps out her cigarette, grabs the most like Gucci purse that could exist within the Zelda universe, and says,
Incredible.
"Don't gotta ask me twice." Takes her little sign that says "Gone Fishing," puts it in front of her desk, and then stands up.
Incredible.
I know a joint. And she
yeah.
walks out the door, begins leading you guys through the town towards a very specific bar. You may note that when you get to the front of said bar, you recognize the name. It's the name of the bar that the mayor of Outset Town told you to go to.
Hell fucking yes.
Well, it's a fun place.
She does not waste any time in just like grabbing the Deku by their forearm and dragging them to the bar, being like, I'm having so many whiskeys and they're paying for all of it.
I have 27 rupees. What if I buy?
The bar owner looks at you and says, I'll start a tab for you.
Thank you.
This man knows this woman and knows that she will drink you broke.
Beyond
Oh, yeah.
like
I was here for business anyway. I guess I'm going to be doing a lot more trading and selling than I normally do. It's a work week now for me. And I happily entertain this this DMV woman. Did we ever actually get Dorn's paper?
No, but
did.
the promise more or less is that she's just gonna ignore it while you're here in town, and
Hell yeah. Okay.
that, you know, she'll turn a blind eye maybe in future occasions you might visit, but you're kind of on your own when it comes to the next town.
So I'm going to attempt to make myself look less like a cartoon coconut and far more like a, I don't know, a dryad or something. At least something more proportionally correct to be drinking.
I'm imagining now that you like shapeshift into like handsome Squidward.
Oh my god. The most androgynous NB version you could possibly imagine? Absolutely. Which is just handsome Squidward, we all know this.
Just the fucking Chad face on the coconut is frying me.
I need Artemis. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
This is not
and
how I
I-
expected this session to go based on the outline I'm reading, but I love it all the more. Oh my god,
my
that's
God.
fantastic.
Oh,
Alright, so
okay,
while
fine.
they're having their, I guess, date at this point, what are the other three doing in this bar?
Oh god, I can't remember why I made
So
custom
what-
this for.
Tila's going to go up to. Is there only the one bartender?
There are two. There are two bartenders. One of them is basically playing constant lip service to the Gerudo woman. And then the other one is doing what all bartenders do when they have nothing better to do, polishing a single glass on repeat for 5 hours.
You know what? Sometimes you gotta stim, and that just means cleaning a glass.
Tila's going to go to stand on a bar stool and kind of like lean over the bar and be like, "Are you Yarrick?"
Why, yes, that's me.
I was told you can tell me about the forest shrine.
Ah. I see some old poker friends have come to call, huh? Well, we can't talk about that here, but meet me in the back in 30 minutes.
Okay, she looks like really serious and then hops down.
What can
off
I
the
get
bar
you
stool,
to
then
drink,
climbs
little
back up and
one? We got milk from Lon Lon Rent. He kind of very auspiciously says this loudly.
Well, she hops off, then climbs back on and goes, "Actually, can I have something to drink?"
What would you like? It's been terrible at subtlety.
Can I have some milk?
He just pulls out a jug from under the counter, sets it down, pops the cork. There you go, little one.
Yay! Tila grabs it and runs off. No, she doesn't pay. And runs over to Dorn being like, "Look, I got milk!"
And I just put my hand over the spot where Tila was, and I just look at that particular bartender. Very weirdly outstretched limb, just be like, put it on the tab.
Bear in mind,
And I
Lon
just
Lon
go back
Ranch
to
is like
chatting up this DMV work.
I'm gonna say in this version of Ocarina of Time, Lon Lon Branch is like a corporate entity, so they sell like milk
Cabbage
bottles,
core.
cabbage core.
Oh yeah.
They sell it at like 1 rupee per bottle, so this is like the cheapest thing ever. He's like, all right, I guess I could throw it on the tab if you can't afford
Okay,
1
cool.
rupee.
No, I'm just gonna look at him like, I'm gonna pay for as much as I can after this. I just want it to be on the same bill.
No, Tila can afford it. She just doesn't remember to pay. She just gets excited
Oh,
that
yeah,
she got
no,
the milk
I
and wants
figured
to
that
go
was
show
the
it to
case.
Dorn.
They have a
Dorn
shop
is-
in Kokiri Village. They do know
Yes,
what
they do.
capitalism is.
Yes, they do, but that doesn't stop her from forgetting.
Yes, but half the capitalism is in acorns. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
All right. So, and Dorn and Ruru, what would you guys like to do?
Dorn is just chilling in a corner. Very Strider-esque.
Okay, so I'm pulling an
Brooding in the
Aragorn.
corner under her cloak.
George
Just
pulling an
kind of
Aragorn.
like, yes. Just rubbing her shoulder, like idly lost in thought, and then Tila comes over and she's like, "Oh, nice."
A waitress at some point will come over to your table and be like, "What can I get you, hon?"
I'm good, thanks.
You are good. She's definitely flirting with you.
I'm also good on whatever this is, thanks.
All right, sweet thing.
Oh,
And she walks away, but you can tell she's not gonna give up tonight.
Oh no!
It's just like very awkward, like blinking. Like she understands what's happening, but not understanding why.
Ah. Just gotta learn how to flirt with the
Dorn, asexual queen.
PTSD.
Ruin's probably just gonna see about getting water, pretty much.
Yeah, so I
And
mean,
just go sits with Dorn.
the waitress will bring you a glass of water, wink at Dorn again, then walk away.
Just kind of watches her, goes,
How do I make this
I think
stop?
something's wrong with her eye. Ruin, do you know that?
It's not something wrong with her eye, Tina, I promise. She's
There's something wrong with her eye. Is perfect.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, that's fantastic. Okay, anyway.
Lord.
Dorn is just gonna put both of her hands on the table and just turn to Rowan and just go, "How do I make this stop? I don't have time for this."
I guess if I know.
I'm not gonna ask. And then she just kind of vaguely gestures
I can't believe
in
that the
everyone
person
else's
who has the
companion.
most game.
Honestly, Blue probably be
coconut.
the best. Blue, do you have any advice for me?
You just hear
Man, speaking items would be so useful right now.
a defeated like woof from Blue.
You understand me?
Oh man, that's funny.
Oh god, that's amazing.
I very much like imagine this interaction like Aragorn and Eowyn.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, so you guys are just kind of having a nice night at the bar. About 20 minutes pass and you see the bartender that was talking to Tila kind of disappears into the back room. And with a bit of a like a wink towards your table.
Is everyone fucking trying to flirt with everyone tonight?
Tila kind of like waves her hands in front of them and she goes, no, we gotta go talk to him. And then she jumps off her chair and runs after him.
Oh, Tila, That's not very conspicuous. Or inconspicuous. That's very conspicuous.
Oh my word! So, do you follow him into the back room, or are you guys?
Yes.
All right.
I'm at least going to follow
just
after Tila.
One by one, little bit of break in between.
Except for Deku, of course, who is having their ear absolutely chewed off by this woman. She is.
I don't have ears. It's not a problem. No,
it's not a problem.
Deku's been around for several hundred years, and one of their favorite things is to get to listen to stories from the older folk who have just lived lives. And so this is just
This is a Richmond.
This is my happy place.
Fantastic. So you guys all go to the back of this bar, and back there you find the man. And upon going back there, so you guys want to know about the Grower Shrine? Well, a little north of here, on the cliff face, just a tad bit to the west of the entrance of this town. Day's journey at most. Honestly, if you went there and back, could be a same-day trip. There's this massive symbol of the forest up carved against the cliff face. No one's ever really figured out how to get in, but stories have gone around that if you find the right thing, you can unlock it. You can get inside. And supposedly there's some great power in there, or these are all legends. But I mean, we know it's there, we know it exists, but we just don't know how to get in. But I'm presuming if you're coming here asking about it, you guys have to know something.
Well, I mean, I know it's related to the forest, and I need to go talk to the forest shrine because I have to save the forest, and this is the only way that I know how to do that. So yeah, that's what we know.
I wonder if I could be tied to our instruments.
Well, I got one thing for you that I think might help. One of you woodland people came by a little while ago. Real snooty fella. Green hair, green cap, green clothes. Said he was looking for a man named Link. But I couldn't quite make peas and carrots of what the hell he was talking about. Anyway, he said that he had something he needed to give that guy. And I'm gonna hold on to it for him, but given that it came from him, and you guys are doing stuff with the forest, maybe you could use it.
Wait, is this Mido?
Yeah, that's what his name was.
What a jerk. What did he give you? I want it. Give me.
The muttered, what a jerk.
Man,
Yes.
fuck that guy. I actually saw a really cute comic that was like future Links getting messed with it by him whenever they go into the forest. Anyway, let me really quick just pull up the item that he's gonna give you here. All right, cool. So he is going to give you the Furore's Wind Song.
Oh.
You guys are now able to access the Grower Shrine.
Woo!
So, to read out the actual description of what this does, the first time Furore's Wind is played, the user marks their present location with a beacon of green light. The beacon hangs in the air for a moment and then fades from view. If the user attempts to mark a location that is not safe or stationary, the song fails, or the original marked location, if there is one, remains marked. On subsequent replayings of this, the user may choose to either change the location they have marked previously or transport themselves up to the musical power other persons with them to the marked location. So this is like a minor teleportation spell.
Wow. Fast travel.
Indubitably.
Yeah.
So
Oh. Always love a good fast travel.
Who
when
could say no to fast travel?
when you get Furore's Wind, the song that plays is the shoot.
Song Soren?
The Ballad of Gales from Wind Waker.
Interesting.
Oh, cool.
My brain went to the Song of Soren from Majora's Mask because my brain's like, oh, it's a fast travel song.
So, you guys have gotten precisely what you needed for your mission with some fucking phenomenal checks.
Yeah.
This bar is also an inn if you wanted to stay the night. It's 5 rupees per room. The rooms can hold up to, I think, 2 people at a time. So
Even if those people are tiny?
well,
Yeah, I
it's,
mean,
it's I say hold up to 2 people, meaning in the sense that they have 2 beds. And well, yes, some
Tila
of you
doesn't need a
don't.
bed.
Well, some of you don't bed. I mean, I guess if you guys wanted to buy 1 room to share between the 4 of you, that's technically allowed. You're just gonna get some odd looks from the barkeep.
Yeah, because Tila does not need a bed. She can just sleep on top of Blue. Which is typically
I
her
sleep in a
default
pot
anyway.
of plant.
This is our lesbian relationship with our daughter, their wolf, and the potted plant.
I mean, hey, it might get the waitress to leave Doran alone.
This party
Oh
is
my
that
God.
meme of like happy lesbian couple, evil intimidating horse.
Oh my God.
Alright, so you guys are getting 1 room for the night?
Yeah.
Cool. So you guys settle into your room. And you know,
I'm just
any role play that you guys would like to do. I imagine Deku is fucking exhausted after dealing with that late. Like, I know that's enrichment for you, but she also is just a
Oh, no.
handful.
there is a difference between being like, yes, enrichment, and then being also like, wow, that was a lot of a person to deal with.
You were talking to her for like 3 hours, so
Alcohol doesn't. Well, I don't know if alcohol affects plants. I'm going to say it doesn't, but I don't know. I've never seen a drunk plant before. I've never
Tila's
tried.
gonna spend some time with her hurdy-gurdy, trying out the new song, like being like, oh, can I like what's that rhythm again? And maybe I could embellish here. And
cool.
Oh yeah, I've got mine. I forget mine's a flute.
I think mine's a violin.
Honestly, yeah, it might be smart to practice the song. Thinking on it.
You all start practicing all at once, and it just sounds like middle school band. And
Oh my God.
you're like the next door person in the inn is like, keep it down in there. Some of us are trying to sleep.
I'm going to ask for just a large pitcher of water to be brought to the room, and then I'm just going to ask somebody to just kind of sit there and slowly pour it over my head inside of my potted plant while I just decompress.
So you order this pitcher to the room, and the person to bring you is that same waitress from earlier, and she sees all 4 of you in this room and goes, I've had a dream like this before. Before Doran snatches the pitcher out of her hand at lightning speed and just slams the door in her face.
I'm sits there looking scandalized because I'm sorry, what?
Deku's just up to their eyeballs in grave dirt, and then just kind of looks at everybody and just goes, I don't even have the energy to care anymore.
Alright,
I got a lot
who's
of
watering the
enrichments,
plant?
just give the pitcher to Blue and have Blue like very carefully like trying to tip it over.
You can drown me. I don't care at this point.
Oh no!
Oh my word.
I did. Gallows humor.
Gallows humor. Okay.
But after that that poor woman's probably full of nothing but gallows humor, so it's just a little bit of a
Oh, brother. All right, so you guys settle down for the night. Night passes into day. It is the morning. You guys are still in this city. Is there anything you'd like to do while here?
Can I, like, I don't know, have like maybe a perception roll or an insight or it's a civilization roll while having this woman, spend 3 hours just chatting my ear off to know if there's anything actually worthwhile in the town to do from the perspective of an elderly lady who smokes all day and drinks all night. But like just to gather what I've absorbed.
Yeah, sure. Give me a roll. That'll be civilization for sure.
Okay, cool. That was a natural 19 for a 21?
Damn,
22?
yeah. So she chewed your ear off on how boring this town is to her, because all there is to do is shop and look at the pretty sights and talk with the really lovely people and
Oh man, what a travesty. Just total hick place.
This place is great. It's there's plenty to do, plenty to see. There's I'm drawing a blank on what makes a civilization fun, but
I know I want to go at least pick up some bombs from the bomb shop. So we have.
I would like to get some better armor.
Okay. Oh,
shopping trip /
Would you guys like to do your once a session pot check?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Roll me them d20s.
Okay.
16.
7. Oh.
All right, 16,
Wait,
7.
do we add
Let me write this down.
Let me write.
No, it's just a straight roll. Let me write
cool.
these down. So it was Ruin 17? Or no?
16.
16. Dorn 7.
No. Tila 7.
Oh, Tila's. Who's next?
Deku got a 14.
Deku 14. And Dorn?
Did Dorn die?
Did we lose him?
Lesser Dorn.
Owl, are you alive?
Hello, Owl.
Well, clearly Owl has gone on to do other business.
Alright, well, in the meanwhile,
Yep, there they go. They're gone.
No,
They're back.
Hello?
Is there?
Okay, so nothing.
Well, they're attempting.
Attempts are being.
In the meanwhile, until they do come back, Tila, can you do me a favor and roll an additional check? I need you to roll me a guile check.
Okay.
Oh, I don't like that.
1, not 1.
Nice. So you do find 15 rupees. However, the person whose pot you broke is not very happy that you broke their shit, and so you do have to give them 10 of your 15 rupees, leaving you with 5.
That's very funny. I love that so much.
As for Deku, you found 25 rupees. Rurin,
I very gently just dumped a pot over. I made sure it didn't break. I know the truth.
Mhm.
I live in a pot.
Rurin, you got 29 rupees, and we're still waiting to hear back from Dorn. But
You
this,
hear me now?
yes, we can hear
Yeah.
Oh,
you.
we can hear you now. At least I can.
Yay!
I don't know what happened. I could hear all of you. But I got
It's
a 7.
Discord being Discord.
Damn, what the fuck, Discord? All right,
I also got a 7, which is not great, but it is.
fantastic. Can I get a guile check from you, please?
That is not good for me. Ah,
Well, you can't do any worse than I did. So,
I don't know. I got a natural 1.
so did I.
Oh, So you
my
found
God.
15 rupees, but the person whose pot you broke is not very happy that you broke their pot, and so you have to pay up 10 rupees to them, and you only got 5.
Okay, fair enough.
Alrighty, so you guys have gotten your pot check out of the way for the session. I had to keep you guys on your toes, you know, like.
Oh yeah.
I just have this image of Tila running up to a pot, grabbing it, smashing it, and this person go, and then Doran's over, like, the next door over, grabs Smash, and, like, this guy's twin is just like,
That's very funny. All right, so now that you guys have done your pot check, let's say we'll start with Tila, because you said you wanted to go buy armor. So after doing some searching across the city, you know, you kind of peruse the shops. Eventually you come across this one that has a hammer and sickle over the top. And you walk inside, and inside is a blacksmith, big black apron, huge beard. This thing goes all the way down to his like knees. And he has these like goggles on. And he's like, "Oi, customer, what can I get you?"
I want armor. Can I have some armor, please?
You're a bit small for regular plate. Let me see what I got for someone your size. So he turns around, and suddenly cartoon crashing noises as he throws things just randomly behind his back with wanton destruction. And eventually he pulls out 2 bracers. Very ornate, very pretty, high quality. Try these on for size real quick.
Gimme. And Tila excitedly grabs them and you know, fits them on.
Great. So you put them on, perfect fit, and you can tell that they're imbued with a tiny bit of mana, but you don't know exactly what that means at the moment. And he goes, "Those are a fine work of mine. Spent 24 days straight making sure that I tempered the steel just right. So, price on that, for someone as cute as you, I'm willing to go 35 rupees.
Would you be willing to do 25?
You drive a hard bargain. But I don't know if that's quite enough.
All right.
You can
What?
You can try to make an actual check on this. That would be a
All right.
influence check.
So that's 16.
16 is just not enough. So he's like,
So 35.
I'm gonna need a little more out of you.
30?
Eh. You got any magic items that you might be willing to, you know, substitute for those last couple rupees? Something real craftable.
She digs through her her pouches and her bag, just kind of like looking over. I have. What actually do I have?
And I'd say that I'm like kind of in the middle of the square, looking for a spot where I'd be able to kind of set up shop if they allow people to randomly set up shop. So you can always, see if you can find me and see if I have something in my coconut.
So I'm gonna say, while they're looking through their bag, you go to set up in the town square. There's plenty of stalls, classic like town square shopping scenario. Yeah. The second you go to set up, though, a guy walks over and goes, "Hold up, you got a business permit?"
You know, I don't know. I've been doing this for a long time. Like out of character, I'm not like babbling on about this to this poor dude. Do you think I would have one? Like, I know it's not like a thing. Like I don't think I have one in my character. I'm
gonna leave this up to you. Would you, in the past 7 years, have kept up with every guideline that the evil king of the land imposed upon trade?
I wouldn't have kept up with it, but you mind if I, I don't know, roll a luck check to see if I've had one from somewhere?
Yeah, you know what? No modifier, luck check. Give it to me.
Okay. Oh no. Okay, well, it's a 7, so...
Yeah, I was gonna make that a 50-50 if you got above 10. But yeah, since that is not that, you do not have a business permit. So you tell him you don't, and this guy goes, "No worries, it's not that problematic. You just gotta go to town hall, take a quick, you have to take a quick survey, pay a fine of about 5 rupees, and then you're free to do business wherever you like."
I'm gonna look at him, and I'm gonna say that I've probably gathered the name of the lady that I spent the afternoon with yesterday, and ask if that happens to be the only person who works at town hall.
Matilda? Yeah.
Oh. Okay. I will look at him. Yeah, I know exactly who to go to.
So you're going back to town hall to get that permit?
Yeah, I'm going back to town hall.
All right. So yeah, you don't actually have to make any rolls for that permit. We're just going to say that that's what you're doing for the time being while I move on to the next person.
Sounds perfect.
Going back to Tila really quick, just because we were in the middle of your interaction. Did you have anything you were willing to barter with this guy?
No, I don't really have much of anything, so I'll just eat the cost of the 35.
All right, cool. So you're going to get, let me look. Go to the, I have to go back to the table of contents here to look at armors and stuff. So I make sure I get this correct. The armor is 161. So you are going to get, they are medium bracers of rank 2 with a, they have an enchantment called Tough. You gain a reaction once per combat, where you are allowed to do half damage on any attack towards you without it eating up. It's like a free action, essentially, where it doesn't consume any MP or SP.
Okay. Do you have what page was that on?
It's not. It's a homebrew item, so that you're just gonna have to go with that visual. I can also type it out for you later.
Yeah, can you type that out for me? Because my brain kind of quit halfway through.
Yeah, I will. I'll send that to you later. But you now have that. Just take the 35 out of your money bag, and that's that transaction. Cool. Moving on. Deku's at town hall currently. Ruben, what were you said you wanted to go to the bomb shop, right?
Yes, I want to see if we could get at least like another 10 bombs minimum, just because I feel like 5. Okay, we're really cutting close. I want to try and have a little extra just in case.
Sure. Yeah. So
Besides, watching Deku spit bombs is gonna be fucking hilarious.
So the merchant did tell you where his shop was located in the city, so you don't have to like do searching around for it. You could just, oh my word, I keep hiccuping. You could just go straight there. And upon arrival into the shop, little bell ring, ding, ding. Ah, customer, how can I? Oh, it's you again. Yes.
I was wondering if I might be able to buy some bombs. Bomb bag. Wait, shit.
It's okay. But the bomb bag is a group item, so when you guys get bombs, you all have access to the bombs at all time.
Oh, okay. I was like, shit. Wait, Deku's got the bomb bag.
Yeah. The flavor text that they went into their coconut skull is just because it's really fucking funny.
Yep.
So you he'll be like, okay, you're a paying customer as long as you have rupees. Doesn't matter who you are, because I'm not responsible for my contract with the city for whatever terrorists use my bombs for.
I've got my papers now as well.
Oh, congratulations. Anyway, they come in bundles of 5, 10, 25, and 50. 5 bombs is 30 rupees. 10 bombs is 50 rupees. 25 bombs is 35 rupees, and 50 bombs is 125 rupees.
I'd like to go ahead and... You said for 10 it's going to be 50, right?
Yes. I think I did. I think I did that number.
Yeah, I want to say it was, yeah, I think it was 50 because I want to say it seemed like a 10 rupee savings to go for a bundle of 10.
Yeah.
Rune's not even going to try and haggle this because, you know, it kind of feels like the group has already put this poor man through a decent penny. I just pull out 50 rupees for a bundle of 10.
Damn, you have 50 rupees? Damn.
Yes, I do. I don't spend my money. So.
All right, cool. So now you guys have, as a group, 15 bombs. Well done. Anything else you want to do, since that was a pretty quick interaction, or is that...
She's just gonna thank him and then kind of wander and see what else she might be able to find.
Cool. I'm gonna say that when you are walking down the street, you run into a couple of Zora, and these are Zora that you recognize. They worked in the royal court and around Zora's domain, and a couple of them are like, "Oh my gosh, Ruben, it's been so long. Where have you been?"
I've been trying to keep people as healthy as I can. I've been using a lot of healing lately. How have you guys been? Like the domain's being frozen over is
it's not great. The king got frozen with the domain, so we're kind of under the leadership of Princess Ruda, and she's definitely grown a lot in the past 7 years. But she's still very young, and very inexperienced, and honestly, we think she's colluding with the resistance.
Oh no.
Oh, I mean, she's got big shoes to go to try and fill right now. Maybe she's just stressed out. Ruin is not going to let on that, hey, I totally saw Princess Ruto like not that long ago.
And she 100% is with the illegal resistance.
Ruin is giving no sign of that. She's just like, hey, she's having to basically step into the role of pretty much being a queen because right now her father's on a block of ice and her entire domain is frozen. That's stressful.
Yeah. It's not our place to judge. But we have safety here in this city. Lord Ganon never attacks here because, well, he owns it. But it's relatively safe. As long as you follow the rules.
Well, hopefully hopefully it stays that way because it's scary out there and about.
Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine traveling right now. The fact that you're alive speaks volumes.
Lots of having to avoid anything that's out there, but also the ability to heal has been life-saving.
I imagine. Well, you take care now. I have to get to work, and so they scurry along, and you're left to your own devices. And
Birds over here like, oh fuck! I really hope I didn't give away that I saw the princess.
all right, Ed Doran, what are you up to?
I'd like to get some more weapons, please, because the weapons break.
That is true. So you will walk around for a while, and then you're gonna see a store that has a beautiful bronze statue of a knight on top of it. Like this building, all the buildings are shaped weird here, so it's shaped in such a way that that's kind of like the focal point of the business, rather than having a sign saying what it is. It's like, you know where the fuck to get weapons in this town. And so you go inside, and a squirrely old man behind the counter is like, hey, welcome to my shop of weapons. Peruse all you like, but don't just window shop, for if you do, I'm legally not allowed to do anything, but I'd like to.
Sounds like a threat.
Oh?
Like a threat.
This guy is weird.
Jordan's just like, why is everyone trying to fuck me in this town?
No, this guy's not trying to fuck you. He's saying he'd probably try to beat you up if you didn't buy anything.
I love the idea that you totally misinterpreted it, though, and it was
But
so
that is
absolutely
really
disgusting.
funny.
Yes, she just does not. She's just like, all right. What we got here, boss?
Well, I have many swords and spears, a couple bows, maybe an axe or two. Any of them catch your eye? He's being intentionally obfuscating because he wants you to try to pick one that looks nice so he can upcharge you.
Dorn is very done with this city. She doesn't know why she came here. She doesn't want to be here. She'd rather go and fight
Dorn.
every single one of those skeletons on the road by herself. Be here another minute.
Oh.
So she is going to pick up a sword, just one that looks halfway decent, put it on the table, pick up a bow, some arrows, put them on the table, and then just kind of lean intimidatingly over the man over his own counter. This is my counter now.
Alright, so you're kind of using intimidation to get a good price on those?
Yes.
Okay, let me double check to make sure you're with intimidate. It would definitely, there's an intimidate check. Alright, give me an intimidate check.
Oh, Lord.
What is my number in this?
I can check that. You have a 3, at least according to the most recent thing that I have.
Yeah, I didn't upgrade that last round. A dirty 20.
Yeah, so
Hell
this
yeah.
guy who's been kind of messing with you ever since you walk in the door, you slam Ace Attorney style, objection, slam your hands down on this guy's counter with the sword, the bow, and the arrows, and this guy cowers back in fear, oh my god, they're gonna kill me.
Yeah, you really shouldn't have.
And they're gonna be 25 rupees.
Deal.
All right.
It was funny.
So you got a once again I must go to the PDF so I know what the fuck I'm looking at. You got a weapon. God damn it. That's materials. The
I have no clue if you're
the joys of trying to find where the weapons section of weapons after armor.
I think so.
Okay, so I went the
Maybe?
wrong.
Weapons is 164.
Okay, I'm rapidly approaching its location.
I have no clue if you're able to pick up the small children that have apparently
Okay,
entered the building.
So you get a sword rank 2, and you get a sorry, give me a second. You get a bow rank 1, and you get, I'll say it's a bundle of 10 arrows. Pretty good deal for that intimidation check. So,
Thank you.
all right. So, you guys have kind of had your time to. So I'll say during all this time, Echo, you finally obtained your your selling permit, so you can go back, set up your stall, and you'll get a couple passerbys. Can you roll me a d20 really quick?
Yeah. Ooh, just a 9.
9. So you didn't get that many customers because, they looked at you. You're a little strange looking. You're definitely new to the city. So, there's not a whole lot of brand. Not a whole lot of like faith in the brand currently. So, this is not Zelda music anymore. I need to change up my playlist. But, you get about like 3 or 4 customers, and across those 3 or 4 customers you sell a couple items. You get about 16 rupees in total. Not a bad day.
Yeah.
Not a bad day's work for a good like 2-3 hours.
Yeah.
So
Awesome. I definitely feel like we need to talk about how long we're going to be here before we skedaddle. Because before we do leave, I do want to
cool. So at
see
some
if I
point,
could somehow trade with a Lizalfos for something that I'm sure will be craftable later. I don't know what, but
sure. I'm gonna say, at some point you guys meet up in the square after getting all your shopping done. You're chatting up, and a younger gentleman, not like a child, but like maybe late 20s at the very like oldest, walks up to you and he's like, "You guys are new in town, right?"
yeah. What gave it away? The plant, the
I'm gonna need you to
egg
come
creatures?
with me.
I would like to do like some kind of check. I mean, obviously, I'm going to follow because I don't want to cause a kerfuffle, but I also want to know
Kerfuffle. Sorry.
what.
Yeah,
No,
you
it's
can just do
a good one.
a perception check to see like what this guy.
Perfect. Oh, well, hello, Dice. I'm glad to see we're in the Jack of all trades section. Perception. Would it be perception or insight? Do we have insight?
Do we have an
Oh,
insight?
they're the same for me.
Yes, you do. It's encourage. Third from the bottom.
Yeah, okay, so the question is, are you trying to like get a feel on what this guy like looks like and his body posture, or are you looking for like his intent?
Intent.
Alright, so that would be insight.
Okay, cool. Well, they're the same for me. So it ends up being a 21.
Yeah, that'll do
Nice.
it. So you you look upon him, and he looks nervous, but not in the sense of like he's scared you're gonna do something, but just because it feels like there's some constant weight on his shoulders. You do notice he's dressed rather finely, and so this is clearly somebody in a position of power, and he doesn't have any ill will towards you guys. He's not trying to make trouble. In fact, it seems like he might even be trying to avoid it.
Okay. I'm going to make sure that at looking at all of my compatriots, just a wave to follow, but also kind of like a stand down, don't be wary,
Don't kill this
but
guy.
not like an aggressive stand
Right.
kind of idea.
All right, cool. So he starts.
I don't know how we would do that quickly, but
he would start walking away towards a building, pretty nice looking house. Like, this whole fucking city is gorgeous, but even for this city, this is a nice house.
cool.
And a butler stands at the door and opens it for all of you, and he guides you inside towards a foyer and gestures for you guys to take a seat.
Okay.
All right.
And
The
Then he starts pacing. Very nervously pacing. Before turning to you and going, "So you're new here, you don't know me, I'm the mayor."
Another.
It's a position of power, Tila. It's a job, not a name.
I mean, I know, but like he wants to talk to us, and the one in the last village wanted to talk to us.
That kind of another. That's my bad. I misunderstood your another.
Yes.
We're kind of an incredibly eclectic bunch. We tend to draw people's
last
concern.
village, news about that spread pretty quick. And, well, as the mayor of this town with access to the intelligence agency, I am a little bit better informed than the average person is. I'm gonna be surprised you made it this far in the city so far, as every province across Hyrule currently has your faces up as most wanted.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Mila pulls her papers out, and she goes,
Great
"I have
Hylia.
papers. I have papers. See," and she like waves them in front of her. Like, we have papers.
I'm going to ignore the child for a moment.
I understand. You're concerned about
I don't want
us being here and
trouble
drawing
in
chaos.
my city, but I also know that you managed to rout the forces of Ganon.
Yeah, it's kind of amazing what Hylians and or living beings are kind of capable of when you let them feel like they're capable of doing it, and or give them the tools that they need. Quite literally in this case.
And at this moment, he will fall to his knees, head on the floor, like kneeling in front of you guys. Please help us.
I'm gonna look at Dor and be like, then I'm gonna look at Tila. I mean, I am not opposed.
The princess said we're supposed to.
The princess what?
The princess is alive?
Oh.
I didn't hear it.
I mean,
Quinsley looks over at the butler. The butler has a zipper over his mouth.
I give like the butler like a huge like thumbs up because that's the only thing I can think of at the moment.
Imagine
Your butler's
imagine Quinsley as like Alfred from Batman.
Nice.
I mean, I am down. I don't know about you guys. I can't do much on my own because that would be a lot, and I don't have the kind of plant power currently. to do that. What kind of ideas do you have, oh Mayor?
All the normal forces of the
just, like-
city are under Ganon's command currently. I mean, most of the Hyrulean Guard was disbanded once, these Lizalfos came into town and the director took up place in town hall, so there's not much in the way of a formal fighting force. However, I do happen to have information that in the underbelly of the city is brewing members who want to join the resistance. Now, we're a bit cut off from the rest of the world. We haven't had resistance members come here before, but you guys must be a part of it, right?
I mean, I would say so. I kind of look at Doran and be like, yeah, like that's accurate, correct?
It's accurate in saying that we are the worst hidden resistance people ever to exist.
We're definitely, I would consider us resistant members, but we're also very well. I mean, we stand out, so like, yes,
I'm shocked
yes,
we haven't been caught yet.
Honestly, it's something short of a
Technically a
fucking miracle. But regardless, none of that matters. If I can get you guys into the underbelly of the city, you can talk to the people there, and maybe, just maybe, we'll combine forces will be enough to rout Ganon's forces from the city, and we can take back the Jewel of the South.
I'm gonna look at each of my companions because I don't want to like railroad anybody or whatnot. But I also know I'm awkwardly enough the voice of the group.
Tila kind of pipes up and she goes, "But we're supposed to go see the shrine."
The shrine will be so much easier to get to if we don't have to deal with Ganon's forces part way through, and like maybe even be able to add, like, we might be able to start healing some of the spots that would help get us to the shrine, and then help heal the forest as much as we can. Little chunks at a time.
It might also help us get aid if needed.
Yeah.
But you guys need help on your quest? I'll find a way. I'll make it happen. This guy is desperate. He is so desperate.
Tila kind of sits up and goes, "Okay, we'll help."
I'm totally down. If you guys are down, obviously Tila's down.
Yeah.
Which I guess was
where I can.
the biggest concern was making sure Tila was cool with building our way to the shrine. Yeah, no, we're totally ready. You point us in the direction. Honestly, I think if we were to wear cloaks, our shapes would be even more. Well, I guess maybe not. Ruin and Dorn might be fine wearing cloaks, but yeah, me and Tila will stick out no matter what we do. Just chuck us down. Oh, that's true. I forgot about your.
You stick out.
I mean,
I stick out.
Blue hair isn't very common.
Yeah, they can make themselves look like a bokoblin. I'm sure she could make herself look like just a regular Hylian if she wanted to.
You kind of got me there. I keep forgetting you have that ability.
Yeah. Man, I love being a Fae folk. Okay. So, yeah, we're sticking with Fae folk because I can't think of a term that would otherwise.
So
a woodland spirit doesn't have the same
me? You'll help this city?
Awesome. Okay. Yeah, you guys point us to the way and we'll let you know what we need.
Fantastic. Follow me.
We'll do that.
He leads you deeper into the house until you come across this like grandfather clock against the wall. He pulls he aligns the hands on the clock in a specific manner and pulls it to the side, and there is a slide like a ramp going down, and he goes, "Quickly, down this way. Quincy."
Awesome. I cannonball down instantaneously. I just kind of like tuck everything in and it's...
So you guys start going down this slide and the Mario slide music begins.
You watch
Sheila
my
goes in,
coconut head.
she's like sitting behind Blue, they're going together.
You
Yeah.
watch my coconut head fully disappear into my coconut body, and I sonic myself into a little ball, and
Yeah, so you guys start making your way down the maze, following behind you guys. Quincy closes the grandfather clock behind you, and it goes down for a while, and a while, and a while, and a while, until finally you kind of like dump out on this mattress that was put at the bottom of the slide into what looks like the sewers, but like there's lights and there's like metal grates that are pretty ornate. Like this is the undercity, and essentially all the water that you see at the top has to drain out somewhere. And yes, it does drain into the river, but like there are just certain spots that don't quite go where they're supposed to. And so it has this complex drainage system that was invented by Zora
yeah.
Architecture?
Architects?
Well, I don't know why that was so hard to say, architects. And he pulls out a lantern from the wall and goes, this way, leads you down the hall until finally you essentially come onto a second city. It's not nearly as large as the city on the surface, but it's pretty fucking big. There are people, tables, restaurants. Like, it has a very like steampunk vibe compared to the ornate stone surface city. And you have all these people down here, and Doran, can I get a perception check specifically from you?
Yeah, 1 second. Let me find a 20.
While Dorn does that, with the fact that you mentioned it was designed by like Zora architects, would Rurin possibly recognize like any potential Zora architecture?
Oh yeah, you were alive when this was made.
Well, I mean, like, would she recognize someone that says, "Oh, hey, yeah, no, this is clearly inspired by like Zora stuff"?
Yeah. No,
I'm just trying to
you
figure out
know this
words, and words
town.
are
You've been
hard.
here before. You remember it being built as this major monument of collaboration between Hylians and Zora, and you very
Okay.
easily recognize everything around you.
Right. That is a 21 from me.
Great. So the first thing that your eyes beeline for a group of soldiers wearing the Hylian crest on their armor, sitting at a table, having like beers.
Doran is like so excited. This is probably the most excited you've seen her in a while.
She's like, maybe this city doesn't entirely suck.
Next thing you know, someone flirts with Thorn down here too. She's like, "God damn it!"
You guys approach this group of soldiers, and the mayor goes, "Resistance members, I never got any of your names. Doesn't matter. This is Captain Andoran, former leader of the city guard." You would recognize Andoran as you saw his name on a few reports that had come to the capital back before Ganon took over. You've never met him before, but you've seen his name.
Yeah, Dorn is just going to kind of take off whatever covering she has of the old royal crest.
Gandalf
and
the
just
Grey
kind
to
of
Gandalf the White moment.
Yes, it's just cloak off. And just give the captain a salute.
The captain will immediately stand up and salute back because your insignia is slightly different since you were from the capital. You have like engravings and like it's widely known that if you had those types of engravings, you were in a position of relative power compared to, the outlying cities. And he goes, "Where the hell did you come from?"
I've been indisposed for some time, cleaning up some of the wilds.
Well, I'll be damned. Ben, at attention, and the rest of the mildly inebriated guards stand up, and they all Hyrule salute at you. The mayor will be like, "All right, enough of the niceties. These guys are with the resistance. And with their help, we might just be able to drive them out of the town. And the captain sighs. Mayor, we don't have the numbers. Even with their help, we'd need every citizen in the city to, join in the fight to kick these bastards out.
I mean, that's literally what we did in Outset.
That was you?
Yeah.
He's utterly befuddled. Like, this man cannot believe he's meeting... Like, you guys are kind of famous.
Doran's going to be smiling, just a little cocky. She's kind of more in her element now.
Yeah. We literally did a citizens' army. We taught everybody how to protect themselves from oncoming forces. We didn't conscript anybody just because I don't want to deal with the allegations of, child soldiers. But we did give everybody, the tools to protect themselves. And, well, us and the villagers all kicked ass. I'll proudly admit that.
This might just work. Mayor,
Do we get?
I think it's time for that plan. And the mayor's like, you're kidding. And then he's like, I'm not. And it's like, that's too risky, though. What if it incurs the entire wrath of Ganon's army? You think revolting won't do that? And they're like back and forth on this. And then one of you finally, what plan?
So I would like to have a little more information if there's already a plan in place.
And the guard turns and goes, that Garuda woman is not particularly combat strong. She just holds a position of power, maintained by the fact that if anything were to happen to her, well, the entire force here would probably make it their goal to get her back, because replacing her would be a pain in the ass for Ganon.
Genuinely?
If we hold her
I'm not gonna lie,
hostage.
that particular Garuda woman, very disgruntled.
We're aware, but she's not disloyal.
I mean, fair.
If we were to hold her hostage, we might be able to get her to convince the forces to leave in exchange for her own freedom.
I mean,
because with a group as specialized as you are in odd jobs, I have no doubt you could kidnap her and get her here.
Oh, I literally could just offer to pay for her drink, but be like, hey, I want to take you down to the Undercity to do it. And free booze. That's literally why Dorn is even in the city. So yeah, no, I could genuinely handle her and attempt to either persuade or yeah, we literally could. If the persuasion doesn't work, then yes, holding her hostage. Yeah.
She wouldn't be hard to convince to go to a secondary location. She didn't want to be in her primary location.
Yeah, no. Absolutely. Here, give me 2 seconds. My headphones kind of died.
No worries.
So let me see if they're charged enough in the past 2 minutes.
The mayor, while you're attempting to get your headphones, will kind of be like, at the time, I have to get back to maintain appearances, or else they'll think something's up. I'll leave you to planning. Good luck. And he aways.
Perfect. Okay,
so
cool.
The captain will be like, we can get them down here, and we convince them to tell the forces to leave, or even just to tell the majority of the forces to go somewhere else, like handle a problem. If we maybe fabricate a problem elsewhere for better well, no, if we're gonna kidnap her, we might as well just go straight for the intimidation of it all.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's very much like with Matilda specifically, we have a decent chance with persuasion, mostly via booze, and a chance to rant for ages and ages. So like, diplomacy of sorts would work there. I don't know how intelligent and or willing to do anything of the sort would work with, the Lizalfos and the Bokoblins.
On average, the Lizalfos are incredibly intelligent by comparison to the Bokoblins. They are entirely capable of understanding orders and following them. They will use tactics far more complex. They're almost like people. They just don't have the ability to talk like us.
Okay, so they just speak a different language. I don't have time to learn Lizalfos.
But they're unflinchingly loyal to Ganon, unfortunately.
Yeah. I was gonna say, because they're probably akin to the Bokoblins in and of their fact that they're more like homunculi. The thing is, what will you guys do once they are out of the city? Because convincing Matilda to send a decent chunk of the forces out, because we happen to see, a coming rebellious army from onset or outset, to, coming this way or whatever, and send the forces out there, and then, they just go to that Bokoblin, or not Bokoblin field, the Stalfos field that we saw. That'll be easy, but what do you guys do once the...
Well, once the majority of the forces are out of the city is nigh impregnable. This is an incredibly easy to defend territory, and the only reason we lost it when Ganon took power is because we were betrayed.
Yeah. Okay.
So if we can get the majority of them out of the city, we can take our city back.
Perfect. Then, I don't know, Dorn, do you feel more like punch a bunch of people in the face, or do it a little more espionage-y, like whoa, espionage-esque, like... Because
I always appreciate a direct approach, but that's just me. It sends a message. However, I do have one question for you, Captain. How do you know that you won't be betrayed again?
Well, the betrayer was murdered by the mayor.
wow.
Dark chapter for our city.
The one that's currently in power?
Yes.
Sorry, he's very excitable. I don't know. For some reason, don't get me wrong. The most excitable people tend to be...
he was probably just nervous at meeting you guys. He's usually a lot more straight-laced.
Oh, that's totally fine. Trust me, hope does amazing things for people, but it also makes you look a little crazy.
I mean, it sounds easy. All we gotta do is go get Matilda, have a really mean conversation, and then she tells everyone to leave.
Yeah,
That's easy enough.
Do you guys want me to try... I mean, obviously I have to bring her down to, the Undercity. Do you guys want me to just try convincing her to... Sorry, give me 2 seconds. Come here, cat. You have your mouth full of hair. There we go.
We moved on from dogs to cats.
I mean,
Oh,
you
yeah.
do
Just
have the most
similar.
rapport with Matilda.
Mm.
I
Tell
mean,
her
I'm
there's some
totally down
really,
to.
really nice drinks down here. She liked drinking stuff before, so
Oh yeah. Oh, that's the easy part. The part is, do you guys want me to do the threatened hostage thing, or do you guys want me to try doing get her drunk and convincing her to sign and seal like a missions report that we can just take to the barracks? I mean, we literally have somebody who can look like a teenage bokoblin. Just
That's actually really smart.
send Tila in disguise with the orders signed by Matilda. Just get the majority of them out, and then as soon as they are majority out, go into the barracks, clean it out, make sure that there is nothing that they could come back to. Kill whatever dozen are left to protect the city. I don't know how many she'll leave. I don't know if that's a thing that's not even like that might not be her decision.
I can do that.
Okay, because I figure, while I'm down for a good punchy, it'll probably be way more successful doing it the old-fashioned seduction way with the drinks. And I figured that way.
I have successfully created a scenario in which a plant has to seduce a Middle Eastern woman.
Yeah.
I'm loving
A
this.
chain-smoking D&D worker. I am more than happy to do so. And yes, it's very funny. Very. Yeah, I figure that way we can still do some of the action stuff, like you guys specifically, and I'll point to the rebellion and Dorn, and the captain specifically. You guys can be prepped and ready so that as soon as they, the envoy, the group leaves, you guys can go in, take out whoever's in those barracks and any of the last, bastion footholds that may be in the city. Totally flush them out, essentially. I feel a sense of irony that we're in the sewers, and I say this. But that way we
That
could.
just dawned on me.
Now all I can think of is the Rat City in the movie Flushed Away from like 2008.
No.
That's really funny, actually.
No.
Which, like, I feel like actually had a very like bigger impact than I realized on my imagination as a 15-year-old, 14-year-old.
It's at this moment that a very large, fat Zora man in a very fancy pinstripe suit walks over and goes, "Well, looks like the rebellion has made their way here." I'm kidding. I'm good. Cut that.
Okay, cool. I was gonna look at the captain and be like, okay, wait, is this like this is the plant's drunk hallucination just kicking in. We're just breaking fourth walls. Okay, cool. So then anyway, so then you guys will be able to like actually full on flush everybody out. I don't know what you want to do with the drunk Matilda once we do that, but I will just keep her occupied until you guys flush out the city, and then we can, I don't know, fart her away somewhere? What do we do with a excommunicated? Is this something we should figure out after we get everybody else out and kind of just see what happens to her when she sobers up?
are in jail. She only gave us temporary passport.
To imagine, I very much like to imagine that she just doesn't notice. Like, you guys liberate the city, and she just goes to work the next morning as if nothing has changed, and been like, damn, there's been a lot of people coming in and out of the city recently.
The opening to Shaun of the Dead, where it's just like everything's happening, and she's not paying attention.
Still get goosebumps watching that opening. Oh God, I'm now thinking about Shaun of the Dead. But yeah, no, I kind of look and be like, I mean, I guess I can leave that up to you and your mayor to kind of figure out if she just stays here and does paperwork for you guys. Like, she genuinely won't notice if she starts getting, you know, I don't know, just way less paperwork. Honestly, she may turn into the most happiest person on the planet.
She goes from being a miserable chain-smoking DMV worker to just, like, your average secretary who's like, everything's great.
I mean, yeah, like, I will leave. You know what? That's what we'll do. You just look at the captain and be like, that's what we'll do. I will just seduce her and then just let her go back to work the next day after everybody's cleared out. Just keep her occupied for the entire time you guys are fighting, and I will be genuinely a little bummed because I do like a good scrap or two. You know? I wouldn't hate, like, putting a potted plant in my place and just telling the...
The plan is that you're going to convince her to send the Force out of the city, then take her on a date, in which case the rebellion will happen. After which, when the rebellion is finished, you'll bring her back out from the Undercity and be like, nothing has changed.
I mean...
I'm not against this plan. It's so funny. I just want to get the story straight.
Yes, that is currently the plan.
Get her drunk, and then get her to sign the
yes.
removal orders.
Okay.
Yes, she's got to be a level of drunk where she looks like she's just writing normally, because she probably is drunk most of the time. Anyway, so that way it's not like horrific slosh that makes the actual forces concerned. Not that they probably would be anyway. I don't know if they care outside of the seal, but then yeah, have her send them away, come in, wipe everything out. They're gonna be really confused when all they see is, probably at the cover of darkness, a bunch of Sunothustreams either fight their skeleton brethren or wander back
to find the city gates closed on them. Yeah,
exactly. Where you guys can decide whether or not to pick them off or not. That's kind of up to you. But you could literally also just shove all their stuff outside and say bye, and then let them come grab their stuff and wander away. Like, both are very funny, and one is extra humiliating to the forces of Ganon. I mean,
I love this plan so much. I love everything about it. And I very much think that might be the best place to end the session.
I'm totally down with that, because I knew it was kind of getting stretchy.
If you guys want to throw anything else in or make any last remarks, I'm down. But that by far is the best possible way for this session to end.
I agree.
Listen,
we
are going to be
down.
So despised by Ganon by the time Link wakes up.
Ganon's just
Link's
gonna be like,
do the
I
actual
didn't have
killing
time
blow
for the green twink. I have this weird group of queer people who are running around ruining everything.
Oh yeah, no. And I genuinely love the idea of
child, their dog, and their plant are ruining my entire fucking plan.
Link shows up at Ganon's castle for the final confrontation, and he just looks at Princess Zelda and be like, "Where's the other 4?" And Zelda's like, "What other 4? You know, the 4 who were fucking shit up for the past 6 months before this guy arrived."
We just accidentally kind of stumble, like, we humiliate Ganon so badly that we...
He shows up
because
personally, the BBG changes.
Yes. He's like, no, to his own personal, like, evil twink, who's supposed to be our main bad guy. And he's like, no,
This is why
you
Link
fight
is
the
able
other
to get
twink.
around doing so much because we're just too much of a pain in the ass. He's just drawing attention in a different direction.
Yeah, you
Sure,
think he would have left the Sacred
basically-
Realm and Ganondorf would have been waiting there, sword in hand, to kill him, but no, Link had free reign to go free all the sage's spirits to help him seal him later because we were running interference doing all this bullshit.
We have set up a cannon for a speedrunner Link. Just accomplishes everything and then goes straight to Ganon as fast as humanly possible.
Oh my god.
I love it.
All right.
I love it.
Any actual last final canon remarks before we call it?
That's it. for me, at
Yeah.
least.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for playing. This was this I think was maybe our funniest session. Like-
It was pretty
Like
fantastic.
there were just so many bits, it just kept going. I loved it, and we didn't even battle. We didn't do a single battle. You guys managed to skip every fucking encounter I had laid for you. Our DM tries to kill us, my ass apparently. But yeah, that was super fun. Thank you for joining me, guys. That was